What up? What up? This another week. We pulling up on the year, y'all. We pulling up on the year. But today I'm gonna start off the show a little different. I usually started off with a rant or some crazy shit, but this is something I don't really do. But yesterday, you kind of have small life changing experiences in different ways. You know what I mean? So today I wanna send a shout out to my kids. I want to send a shout out to my kids, especially my two oldest daughters. You don't need to know their names. If you know me, you know who they are. It is what it is. But other than that, a shout out to my oldest. He's going to school, be a doctor. Then I want to shout out my second, be a teacher. Went to the college yesterday, did our little thing, got accepted, did all of that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't care what nobody say. I'm proud. I'm proud of my kids. I feel like I'm winning. A doctor and a teacher, like that's the American dream shit. Never see they not aspiring. I ain't no grandfather yet. They aspiring, to do good things in life. You know what I mean? Like people used to talk about back in the day, they'd be like, oh, police officer, fireman, doctor, teacher, lawyer, all of that stuff. Those are my kids. Love it. They not aspiring to be fucking. I know it sounds like I'm saying expiring, but aspiring to be TikTok stars or social media, whatever you call them. I don't know what the hell you call them nowadays and all of that. So I'm proud of my kids, and they finna do things way better than I did, and I love them for that. And I also wanna, everybody goes through their problems in life, and I want to big up their moms. You know what I mean? Shout out to them for holding it down as well. And you know, teamwork make the dream work, and more in they and their moms. I wasn't, did what I had to do, but obviously that's where they were. So big up to the mothers, that helped mold my daughters. Because daughters need their mothers, sons need their fathers. So on that note today, love you, my kids. Glad you guys are doing big things and going to do big things and be beautiful people in this world. But other than that, we're going to get back to this sports shit. And tournament yesterday was crazy. And I can't stand all you fucking people coming out for UConn right now. Any of y'all coming out for UConn right now, don't tell me. I ain't hear shit about y'all all year. I don't give a fuck. Yes, y'all were number 4 seed, but I heard nobody talking about them all fucking year. All year, nobody talked about UConn as far as I'm concerned. And I live in Connecticut. But all of a sudden, we got UConn people outside. Come on, yo, get your shit together. Get your shit together. Nah, I'm sorry. Yes, they legit. They in the championship. I watched them. They fucking just the complete team. But guess what? It is what it is. I don't hear nothing from nobody. Nobody was saying a fucking word. A fucking word. Yeah, there's a lot of shit on boxing last night. Kind of, whatever. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get into this intro, and we're gonna start this fucking show. We back in the building. We got Boomp in the building. Good morning. Whenever he comes back from doing what he's doing. Ant, what up? What it do? Good
What it
morning.
is?
How's everything?
Ain't shit, chilling. Been up early today. Went got some breakfast, chilling, watching some TV. I gotta work today, so
Yeah. You know, that's what it is. So we all do. You know what I mean, work to support our lives and then come on this shit and talk shit about all the shit we seen all fucking week.
right,
All the
right,
shit
right,
we
right.
seen all fucking week. Fucking you watched boxing last night. I'm gonna wait for PPA to come on and talk about boxing and Anthony Joshua. Because I got a question about Anthony Joshua. I don't know if I'm sold on it, but I'm going to defer to my boxing guy that knows a lot more than me, even though I put him on.
Yeah,
Even though I put him on, but he has taken the throne of boxing. He fell in love with boxing, so there's nothing I can say. Like he's literally surpassed anything that I fucking thought of. Like I don't even know. Like so, I go to him for my boxing information and what he thinks at the end of the day. So it is what it is. How'd y'all feel about the tournament this weekend? Yesterday, UConn. Fuck all these
I'm
fucking
still shocked that this
punk
the
ass UConn fans that said absolutely nothing about UConn all year long. I've heard nothing. Nothing.
yeah. That's. I ain't hear nothing about the music. I don't know any UConn fans though. That's the difference. I don't know any UConn fans. I'm glad I don't know no UConn fans.
Yeah. So, yo, it's too early. Nigga said, I'm glad I don't know no UConn fans.
Or, but I do. I'm happy for them though. Well, I'm happy for whoever makes it, man, because it just college basketball needs help.
Uh-huh.
It needs help. So I'm glad that they made it out. They didn't fold. But if they'd have lost to Miami, Miami's been a good team all year. They've been a
So
good
how do
team all year. But what I was looking at, I was like, damn, man, we beat the hell out of Miami. Here they are in the Final Four.
because y'all same conference.
Yeah, we beat them.
Well, not same conference, same division.
So it's like, no, we are in the same conference.
Hmm?
In the ACC.
Yeah. Same conference. Well, I was saying division, but I keep,
Yeah.
I'm not bad. Same conference. You're right. I
So
keep getting fucking.
it's like, man, but what is what it is.
But how do you like? So how do you feel about no number ones, no number twos, nothing, no number threes?
it's crazy, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I ain't gonna front. And I mean, because you want other schools to come in and start winning and getting. You know what I mean? I just hate the normal. You know what I mean? Just shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
This is good for college basketball.
This is great. This is great.
the underdog life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good for college basketball. They need this.
Son, don't
No,
be doing
no,
that.
no.
Don't be doing that when I don't see nothing.
Who?
You
What?
don't be doing that when I don't see nothing. Like I looked over here 1 second, I blinked. You ain't having no glasses. I looked up. You had glasses on.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't
I
be
can't.
doing that. Don't be doing that in the fucking photo booth change and the phone booth change. Like,
No, I can't see. I can't see at all without my glasses. So I was like, yo,
yo, you know what's fucked up, bro? Nigga, I need them shits too now.
bro.
Dude, I can't see like in front of my face, son.
Yeah, like I
Just
can't.
straight blurry, bro.
Right, like even I couldn't see y'all faces,
Yo,
and definitely like if the comments come in, I can't see nothing.
I'm tight. You want to know why I'm tight? Because this now means I'm now susceptible. If an ugly chick comes really close, I'm gonna think she cute.
Right.
Like,
Don't let her be in the club.
That's exactly. And if her breath smell good and she got on the right perfume, I'm in trouble. Like,
You're gonna wake up, she gonna be in your bed, you're gonna be like, yo, my bad, homie. What you doing there, man? How you get here, my nigga?
I gotta wait till she go to the bathroom and walk away. And I'm like, oh, shit, what the fuck?
Nigga, tick off for the team for the night.
Like, yo, my nigga.
Team. I'm tight.
But yo, the football season over. Why you here? The fuck out of here.
Yo, fucking crazy, son.
Yeah, man. But I was tight. I was mad at motherfucker FAU. Y'all had that shit won.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
They had that shit won.
They had that shit, yo. They had it.
I put it on the page. To me, the offensive rebound that killed them, my guy. That offensive rebound in the second half was like, nigga, son, don't do that, PPA. Don't do that, PPA.
Oh, he got his glasses on?
Don't just come on here, son. You look like Malcolm X right now, son, and you look like the Denzel and Malcolm X.
Yeah, he gonna get on. He gonna say 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, 2 fish, Nick, Patty.
Well, let me tell you something, my brother. Today, I am not PPA. I am Lamar Jackson's agent.
Yo, get the fuck off my. Get off.
That's who exactly I am.
Get the hell off my.
If you're his agent, then we don't want to talk to you.
He hired me last night, and he told me him.
You don't got no answers for us. We don't need to talk to you.
Okay. See how you talking right now? You're not. I'm speaking on the behalf of my client and telling you
what's going on with your client.
That what my client is worth. My Lamar Jackson is worth today.
All right. Well, you'll talk about what he's worth, but you better. You
better start talking about what he get paid. Yeah, you better be talking about what he gonna get because that worth ain't gonna be there.
You damn right, boom. But I'm gonna convince you. I'm gonna convince Steve why Lamar Jackson should be hired. I'm tired of you guys talking about my client. I'm tired of you guys talking about my client, putting out all this false information and things of that nature. I'm here to speak on the behalf of my client and why he deserves every bit of $200 million is what we asking for.
No. We think he we think he deserve it. We think he deserve it, but there's no market to get it to him, bro.
Yo.
So before, Mr. Agent,
I'm not playing.
Wait, yo, who got on? Wait a minute,
Mr. Agent,
who got that shit on?
Before you go on, I was waiting for you to come on before you go into your football talk. What I want to know what you feel about Anthony Joshua, son. So my question is to my boxing guy.
Yo, wait. Who playing the music?
Me.
Oh.
How are we supposed to hear your question?
You couldn't hear me?
How are we supposed to hear your question?
You can hear it. Don't worry about it. You can hear it. What do you feel about? Do you think Anthony Joshua belongs in the upper echelon of heavyweights?
That's for you, PPA.
I thought about what you said yesterday, Steve. Yes, he do. Yes, he does.
All right. Explain why you think he does now.
Even though I seen yesterday, last night, I was able to observe the highlights on what was going on in
the fight. He won.
When I seen, AJ cheats. AJ holds your head with one hand and uppercuts you with the next. AJ cheats. from what I noticed, that he be doing a lot.
So he's
But
getting, but he's getting away with
Can't
shit.
do that in boxing.
Yeah.
Not like that. Now you get a point
But
for that.
what I'm saying is, no, he cheats. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you could pull with your jab, keep your hand out, and all of that other crap. But what I see, he do grab the back of a motherfucker head and throw his uppercuts and his right hook to catch you.
He did that yesterday like 50 times.
You see what I'm saying? From what I see. But I'm not gonna take him not part of the elite because of the simple fact that, you know, he's on the top echelon. And you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, he is a big dollar.
So are you
James Franklin bought
basing,
planes last night.
are you basing his Anthony Joshua off of him being a draw? Or are you basing it off of being him a good fighter? Because like we said, like we talked yesterday.
No, he went and beat Klitschko. Steve,
Son,
he beat Klitschko.
Don't start early in the morning,
He
son.
Klitschko.
Don't start early in the morning with that Klitschko bullshit, son.
You
Fuck
mean
out
don't
here.
start early in the morning with
Klitschko
the
was on his last
bullshit?
legs, bro. He was on his last fucking legs. Say he wasn't. Klitschko, listen.
No, he
He had
was not.
1 foot in the grave.
No, he was
Klitschko
not.
had 1 foot in the grave.
And he still was the best heavyweight.
Son, and he dropped
in
Anthony
Klitschko's
Joshua.
time.
And he dropped him. So why every fight?
Exactly.
Why every fight Anthony Joshua why he getting dropped every fight almost? Why he getting dropped with the best every fight?
No, he didn't get dropped. He got dropped by Klitschko.
He got dropped by Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz.
He's a fucking Spanish Smurf. How the fuck you lose to Andy Ruiz?
Oh my God, Steve. Oh my God, Steve. The thing is, you didn't know Andy Ruiz as a boxer and the problems that he was going to be able to present to Anthony Joshua.
So
coming
on. Everybody's been a problem.
No.
Everybody's been a problem for this guy. Everybody.
No, coming off a short notice, a fighter that he was not going to be able to prepare for. That takes into account too. Preparing for a fighter and somebody else's style.
Can he beat Usyk?
No.
Can he beat Fury?
No.
Can he beat Fury?
I don't think so. Not right now.
Okay,
I think he got a shot at Fury. I think he got a shot at Fury.
Can he beat Luis Ortiz?
Yeah. Yes.
Can he beat Deontay Wilder?
That's a toss-up.
You lucky I like my shit. You lucky I'm broke or I throw this water at you on my laptop.
I'm gonna keep it a bucket.
If you can avoid that right hand, Joshua got a shot.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Steve. I don't totally disagree with PPA right now on that. To me,
it is a 50-50 shot.
If if Joshua stay away from that, if he stay away from that right hand and take Deontay Wilder into the later rounds, he could beat him. But
this nigga jaw is trash.
Yeah.
I give Anthony Joshua 4 to 5 rounds with Deontay Wilder in his power. 4 to 5 before he's night.
If he stand in front of Deontay Wilder, then yeah.
But he's going to. So listen, we watched that fight yesterday. Franklin was a fucking. This was Joshua. This was Joshua. My bottle of water. Anthony Joshua. This was Franklin. This is who he was fighting yesterday. And he still went 12 and had problems with that cat.
And the boy still, and this is this guy. This is the James Franklin as a fat guy.
And he was out of shape. No,
he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
James Franklin wasn't out of shape. He lost weight for that fight. He lost weight for that fight.
You seen he was out of shape.
No, he lost weight for the fight.
I don't care. He was out of shape. He still was out of shape.
He's normally bigger than that, though, Steve. That's what I'm saying. Then what you think though? I watched the shit last night.
I watched it yesterday too.
The shit, it's Anthony Joshua. I see what they doing with him.
What are they doing with him? Because he's supposed to be fighting. He's supposed to be fighting the best. He's the best in the world, son. He's supposed to be fighting the best. Why is he fighting the trash?
He's tuning up. You gotta tune up before you get to the big band.
How long he gonna be tuning up, son?
Is he a rookie in this game or something?
Nah, every time he lose to a top opponent, they put him back down to tune up again. How you putting him in the upper echelon, but he's always tuning up after he can't beat the upper echelon? He can't beat top 5. So we're gonna have him tune up every time he can't beat a top 5?
Yeah, to make money.
Oh, so you don't think he's top 5 right now in a heavyweight division?
Yeah, he is.
No.
Yeah, he is.
I would say I think he is because there ain't much out there, really.
This is what I'm saying about
the 5 good heavyweights.
You want to give him 5? Give him 5 out of the 5.
Wilder.
I don't think he's better than Fury, Usyk, Wilder, or I don't even think he's better than Luis Ortiz. Like I said, I don't think he could beat Luis Ortiz.
I think.
Well, that would still make him 5, though.
He did though. He beat Luis Ortiz.
I don't think he could beat. I don't think he could beat Luis Ortiz again. I'm good. I think that was bogus. You see what happened. Luis Ortiz is 92.
Luis Ortiz can fight. I'm just saying he gonna beat Luis Ortiz. Right, easy.
He want to beat Luis Ortiz. Deontay Wilder fights ago. This is what I'm saying. People get in there at the wrong times. The wrong freaking times.
Well, that's the world of boxing.
He's better than him.
That's
so when he lost to the fat Mexican.
He lost to Andy Ruiz. This is what I'm talking about. He lost to Andy Ruiz. So we can't. What are you talking about? Like you can't be in the top 5.
Like I said, I'm glad that he get back in that ring.
Nah, you can't say that, bro.
Huh?
Remember, Lennox Lewis lost to Rockman.
You see what I'm saying?
No. We're not going to do the one hit wonder people because we're going to say Buster Douglas where he beat Tyson.
Andy Ruiz is that too.
He's not because he could fight. Andy Ruiz
was that.
He could box though.
Yes, he can.
He could box. Like there's
yes,
a difference.
He can. Like I told you yesterday, I think if he came back,
Rockman can't box. Now he had that one hit like he was Buster Douglas, my guy.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
He was Buster Douglas. So.
Nah, Buster Douglas could fight, champ.
Huh?
Buster Douglas could fight.
With who?
Huh?
With who?
He beat Mike Tyson's ass. Now, do the game plan. The game. Put this way, anybody like boxing is another one of those things. It's like everything else, matchups, right? Matchup and styles, man.
Styles, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It depends. Like, do you really think that Tyson Fury is a better boxer than Deontay Wilder? I don't think he is.
Yes.
I don't think he is.
He's damn for sure. Deontay Wilder's not a good boxer. He's not a good boxer.
I don't know, bro. He leaned on Deontay Wilder. He leaned on him.
Okay, so this is what happened. To me, this is what happened. To me, this is Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson. This is Draymond Green, OKC, or whatever you want to do. Draymond Green against fucking the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, this is the bullshit, right? Because once again, the refs came into play with the whole situation. That was a bad count once again. Like we all seen Buster Douglas was on the floor for 15 seconds. I don't understand how he got up at 9. Tyson Fury was asleep. You are not the Undertaker, my G. Like I don't understand how you got up. You had a 12, 13 second count. I'm good. Like they cheated for certain people, and like we talked about last week, with the Colbert fight. People getting cheated out of victories for no apparent reason. This is why I said UFC is taking over because it's hard to cheat in UFC. They're not doing
UFC. That. You get the matchups that you need to see.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's no ducking in that shit. Period.
Exactly. And in boxing, they just make people be who they want them to be. And you alluded to that, PPA. You said you can't sell that other dude. I forgot his name, but you could sell Chris Colbert. So you alluded to that and the politics of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we wouldn't have seen 3 fights with Fury and Deontay Wilder if the ref had a proper count. We wouldn't have seen Tyson have that downfall if the ref had a proper count, if he did his job. We wouldn't have seen none of this shit, son. So it's sometimes other people play a part in other people's shit. They kind of control your life at the end of the day, believe it or not.
So
we wouldn't have seen the Warriors lose because they wouldn't have been in the finals.
So what's next with Joshua? What you think should be next? What you think? Who you think should be next with Joshua? Wilder?
Another motherfucking tune-up. No Wilder yet.
Nah,
why you want to keep giving him a tune-up?
No more
Why
tune-up.
you want to keep giving him a tune-up?
No more tune-up.
One more.
They're not fighting at 66 years old, yo.
I'm just speaking on this. I'm just saying, if I'm Derek James, the coach, I need one more tune-up before I put him in with the elite.
Nah.
Because, I needed to see more.
Thank you.
You
just contradicted my question. Is he top 5? You say he need a tune-up.
Yes, he is.
He need no more tune-ups. He need no more tune-ups. He need 4 months. He need 4 months and then back in that ring with Wilder. That's what he needs.
What did you just say, Ant? It's not a lot of heavyweights, big bro.
I'm about to say, yeah, he top 5 by default.
He's top 5.
First of all,
they top 5 by default.
They need to bring that. They need to bring that division back. The way to bring that division back up is to have that fight now.
Yeah. They need more people to step up.
Nah, these dudes though, that
need more heavyweights.
Heavyweights are not. These are the heavyweights where
we need more heavyweights.
You gotta come in that. You gotta come in that size now. You can't just think you're just gonna be moving up from light heavyweight to that.
Or else Tyson Fury is gonna have a reign for his career.
Hell no, these dudes are too paused. These dudes are too big, man.
You know, Roy Jones had a fight last night, right?
If they don't come up with a new heavyweight, Tyson Fury is gonna reign. He's gonna Klitschko. He's gonna be the new age Klitschko.
Yep.
How he reigned for years.
Yep.
Until somebody be able to beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't deny, even before the knockdown, Tyson Fury was fucking. We was watching it at Boat Crib. Tyson Fury was fucking him up. And I said it. If it be a boring fight, Tyson Fury is winning the fight. And what did y'all see all night? A boring fight.
Because he leaned on him.
No.
Yes, he did.
He was supposed to do.
That shit was like watching Shaq and Mutombo.
No, we
talking about a window. It wasn't cheating. He beat him.
He was
beat him again.
When he started holding on to Deontay Wilder, and eventually that just started getting to Wilder. Because Wilder, with Wilder,
who told Wilder to come in with that 1,000-pound suit on, wearing himself out in that way too?
That was number 2.
Yeah,
he's number 1 at your house, Boom.
He's a fucking Deontay Wilder's a fucking
dumb. And I said it. If it's a boring fight, Tyson Fury is winning this fight. This is how he gets down. And all fight long, he was jabbing him and tearing his head up. And if it wasn't for knockdowns, that fight was just how it was called, a draw. That's what made that fight even. Nobody got cheated out that fight.
He got cheated by the refs.
No, he didn't.
That was a bad count.
No, he didn't.
Buster Douglas was a bad count.
But what the world saying?
You get
What
10
the world
seconds,
saying?
right? Oh, do you get 10 seconds? You don't get 12 and 13 and 14. You get 10. He didn't get up at 10, son. Go back and look at the go back and look at the film, son. He did not get 10 seconds, my G.
I did.
He didn't have 10 seconds. He was
I
way beyond 10 seconds. And so was Buster Douglas. They were 13 and 14 seconds. Son, you can't when you get knocked down, you gotta start that count, son. This dude's looking over here. No. You done gave him 4 seconds to recover. Why you pushing him way back instead of starting that count? Fuck is he gonna do? Stomp him out?
Okay, so you saying that? So you saying that the referee started the count late?
Exactly. Just like
but still, it was an original start count.
No,
what I'm saying, Steve.
No, it wasn't, son.
It was an original start count from 3.
I don't believe
when it counts from 3, that's an original start count.
He started from when?
That's the way you start from 3. They start from 3 and they went. So you telling me basically that they started the count late?
Late, like I said.
Jack Reed started the count late.
Late.
Okay.
Watch it again.
Okay.
Watch it again.
Okay.
We can watch it together. We can watch it on here together, and we can watch that shit. We can watch the count late. It's a late count, son. So was Buster Douglas. Like I said, they ruin people how they want to ruin them.
But so wait, but we still on for April 22nd, right?
Come on, bring
but that was it ended up in a draw. It wasn't no loss for Deontay.
Oh, I'm going for that.
But son,
and he got another. This is where the business of boxing come into play. He got 2 more paydays after that. Big one.
Why wasn't it a loss in your eyes? I think it was a total loss.
Because Tyson Fury was fucking him up all fight long. You seen it. You seen it. Tyson Fury was fucking him up all fight long. Cause he ain't knock him down. But if you watch the fight for fight, Tyson Fury was landing the bigger and better shots all fight long. Actually, knockdowns is what saved Deontay. And what caused him.
What it sounds like is we need to do. We need to have a.
I'm talking part 1 here. I'm not talking 2, because 2, Tyson Fury just beat him up.
We're not talking 2. We're not talking 2. And I will give. I'm not even talking 3.
Nah, but this is all based on the first fight. I don't want this second and third fight. Tyson Fury
wouldn't have been here. Wouldn't have been here, son. And this one, I'm talking like, son. Just because we done seen boxers whoop people ass, right? Whoop people ass, but that one punch, night. Next thing you know, what's going on? You lost the fight, son. When you lose, you lose. When you're knocked out, you're knocked out. The ref fucked up the count. It's plain and simple.
Did he fuck up the count or he did it too late?
It's the same thing. The roof of the ceiling. The roof is the ceiling. The ceiling is the roof. Shut up. It's the same thing, my nigga.
I'm asking you. What are you saying? Did he fuck up the count or he counted too late? You just said he counted too late. Because he didn't fuck up the count because he started from where he needed to start it from, which is 3.
Same thing. Same thing, bro.
Tyson Fury got up.
He didn't.
And commenced to tagging him again.
This nigga was the Undertaker.
That's the crazy part.
I don't want to hear that bullshit, son.
If he was that much knocked out, he wasn't supposed to get up and tag him up again.
I'm not. He was, though. He was.
He was not knocked out like that. He started getting, he got back up.
Who was taking a cat nap? I'm knocked out. I'm going to take a cat nap real quick.
He got back up, regrouped, and started tagging him again in the end of the fight.
How many times Fury got knocked down that fight?
Who?
How many times Fury got knocked down that fight? Didn't he get knocked down 2 or 3 times?
Fury got knocked down twice that fight.
So the second time.
I think in the 6th and the 12th. The last one.
So he got knocked down twice, but it was a draw. And the ref fucked up the count. So This is what we talking about. He got up like the Undertaker. Get the fuck out.
If he got up, he got up and the fight was over.
2 knockdowns.
If he got up after 2 knockdowns and the fight was over, Tyson Fury wins that fight on point.
Tyson Fury did not win every round. Tyson Fury did not win every round, and he had 2 knockdowns.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He was beaten. The only thing you see from Deontay Wilder was knockdown. You know that. Tyson Fury was standing that head up all night long.
We gonna watch that fight together.
Yeah.
We gonna watch it over. And we gonna count that shit round by round. Who won that shit ourselves? Not dealing with you today, PPA.
And you know, I'm gonna point out that same jab that been working all night long. Because you're gonna have to count jabs. Because that's what's been working for Tyson Fury to fight.
Let me tell you how you wrong. Let me tell you how you wrong. And this is a main reason why you wrong. Because you pointed out earlier in the show, you couldn't see for years. So you just now put your glasses on, nigga.
I watched that fight clearly. You know that shit.
Not without your glasses.
Clearly.
You pointed out you can't see. You've been blind for years. You just now put your glasses on this week. You leave it alone. You ain't see shit. What you seen was false. I'm gonna tell you what I seen with my good eyes.
Excuse me, Stephen H. The representative of Lamar Jackson.
I'm gonna tell you what I seen with my good eyes.
And I'm not engaging in conversation amongst other players besides my client today.
Besides your client?
That's right. I just got hired pro bono.
So being that you want to be a client, do you want to be?
No, I am not a client. I am an agent.
You want to be his client?
You just said you got paid pro bono.
Do you want to be his client? Do you want him to be your client, son? You want this guy to be your client? Does anybody know who this is on the screen right now?
No.
This is Madden saying something. Man, I forgot Madden saying something. I forgot Sam Julio. I don't know what the fuck his last name, but they call him Baby Gronk. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot his fucking other name. He's in the 3rd grade. If I'm not mistaken, he has over 38 colleges ready to sign him. NIL deal. Do you not see the chain? Do you not see the fucking chain?
Wait. He's in 3rd grade. He already got colleges wanting him. Like, they don't know what he's gonna do out his whole fucking.
Call him Baby Gronk.
Oh my God. Okay,
so this is why I do what I do. I'm gonna show you somebody else. Antonio Brown. But he's 12. This is not Antonio Brown, this is Jeremiah Johnson.
Right.
You've seen him before, Ant?
Yes.
Yes. 12 years old, he's 5'11", 198 pounds. He has a tattoo. Obviously, he looks like a grown-ass fucking man. He's 12 years old.
That kid right there.
You don't think he doesn't have NIL deals waiting for him and all of this shit? This is what I'm talking about. And this is why, boom, this is why thank you. I love what you just did. Because when we had the discussion and we went at it a few weeks ago, and you said it's okay. He's in the 3rd grade. This kid is 12 years old. They're already pushing him out there. Why is that fair once again? But we're not even going to go there. I just wanted y'all to know who these people were, just in case we see them later in the future.
No, that other kid. Put that other kid up. You say he's 12?
Yeah.
He's 12.
This kid right here, 12?
12.
You ain't see the 7 foot 14-year-old the other day?
Yes, nigga, yes.
This kid with the mustache is 12.
Yeah,
12.
Yeah.
12.
They got his birth certificate and everything. That boy is 12.
12, my guy. 5'11", 198 pounds. playing football. 12.
What?
And baby Gronk.
See, that's why.
Son,
I don't know about the third grader though, but shit, when you got a 12-year-old looking like a grown ass man, I don't know.
But this is what. But
That dude American?
Yeah.
Both of them.
They're both from Texas. Yo, both of these guys are from Texas. Y'all seen Friday Night Lights?
Right.
Y'all seen Friday Night Lights? They both
Nah, that
from
nigga
Texas.
look like he's from another country.
Nah, he's from Texas. I think he's from Fort. Fort? I don't know what the fuck that.
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, yeah. And
fucking 12.
And he's from Dallas. 12, son. 12.
Wow.
Nigga, you'll never have this kind of facial hair. 12.
Whoa.
Wow.
I was about to say, yo, Boop, that motherfucker look older than you.
He do. It's crazy.
12.
It's crazy.
That motherfucker
That's
got facial hair and shit. He got dreads and shit with the dye on the ends. Niggas
That's
start growing their hair like
that's
that.
Antonio Brown's little brother right there.
Look at that shit.
That's Antonio Brown's uncle, nigga. What you mean?
And that, yep. Tell me, son. 12.
I don't believe that.
12.
What?
Yo, he was on ESPN and all that shit.
See, this is where I agree. See, this is where I do agree with. See, you got a 12-year-old looking like that. We need them deals coming in.
That's what I'm saying. NIL. That NIL shit.
We need them deals coming in. Let's go.
Because now you exploiting these young kids, even though, I mean, it speaks for itself. At 12 years old, like that, you could imagine when he's doing the Pee-wee football.
But it's
Pee-wee
football, right? So we
look what he could play he could play at motherfucking LSU right now.
Right now.
Yes. That's
5'11", 198.
Madden.
Oh no.
I'm fucking up. Madden Stan Miguel. Madden Stan Miguel from Texas. He's also from Texas.
You got to be kidding me.
Third grade got all kinds of scholarships lined up already for him. Already. I think 38 schools, like I said. NIL already in the third grade. Baby Gronk ain't no joke. They already got it. Like I said, look at it. He got chains on, all of that stuff. Ready. This isn't. It's not right, son. It's not right, but whatever. But
What you mean it's not right?
This guy, look at the list, my guy.
But Steve, hold on, Steve.
Go ahead.
You was also saying it wasn't right that these kids couldn't get paid when they was being exploited on that end.
I never said that.
Wait, you said it was okay?
No, I was never on the side of these kids getting paid. I've always been on the other side. I've always been on the side of them going to college and whatever. I said I understand it. I understand.
No coach can't get fucking millions of a college coach. You a college coach. A college teacher don't even get
let me ask you
quarter that money.
Let me ask you a question, right? So what do most of these and we're going to the minorities because this is what it basically is. What do most of them say when they make it or they win a championship or they're real close in that organization or college school, whatever? Most of them say what? He was more of a father figure to me. He showed me the way. A lot of these coaches should be getting paid a lot fucking more from high school on up. Why? Because they're not only being coaches, they're being father figures to these fucking kids, bro, that don't have one. And you're saying they shouldn't get
so you think the school should make all that money? You think hold on. You think a school should make all this kinds of money on the kids' back?
Yes.
No, listen.
Yes.
I said
Speak on it, bro.
Let me tell you. Hold on, let me tell you real quick.
The majority of that money.
Let me tell you why, bro.
I'm just saying.
I'm not being negative in regards to them getting money. It is what it is, right? But my thing is this. You play a sport, right? You work on this sport. You get a scholarship to go to this institution for free, where other people who want to go to college got to pay $20,000, $30,000, and $40,000 to go to the school
a year.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not the only ones. They're not the only ones. They're not the only ones who got scholarships and go to school for free. Athletes not the only ones that go to school for free.
If you get an academic scholarship, you work for that.
They're not going to do that.
You work for that. You work for them. You work for
Yeah,
them.
you work for your athletic one too.
Can't do that, man. You got to skill. You got to
You
skill.
work for your athletic one too.
Hold on, keep going, and then we'll figure it out after. Keep going.
So my thing is the opportunity to go to this college for free, whether you make money for the college or not. They gave you opportunity, and now it's on you on what you're going to do after that. But they gave you a free opportunity to go to college. If you go for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, that's on you. But you're going there for free. Whether you're learning, you're becoming an adult there. Which, as he was saying, you got these coaches who have to watch you and have to develop you. Then you go into the pro ranks and you make your money at the pro ranks. That's like for a college student. If I get an academic scholarship, right? I go there, but there's no opportunity there's nothing that says that I'm factually gonna get the job of my dreams when I get out of college. These athletes are gonna go on to make millions of dollars.
Not all.
You mean to tell me that Zion, but even if you don't, that's on you. It's like when you go to college.
No, because not everybody can make it. Not everybody's good enough to make it.
That's on you. That's on you. That's not on the college. They brought you here to figure it out for free.
Okay.
So what you do?
No, but the thing is, for free. So we shouldn't be. So how if you're doing all that for free, how do they get to make all this money off the sport? That's a lot of money being made off the sport, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you think they get?
And it's taking care of the whole school.
How do you think they get it?
All right. So look at FAU. Look at FAU, a school like FAU. They're going to get a lot of money because they just made it to the Final Four, right? But which one of those players is on NIL?
None.
There it is. So that's the thing. Why do these players have to be paid? You go there for free. Take the experience.
First of all, the NIL.
Not look that up yet.
Now the NIL deal is just for they choose if they want to pay now.
I think they should take the opportunity
instead of giving all kids a stipend or some shit for playing.
Or then when you in the school you're in the college for free, right? Most of these schools, you're not even taking the classes like everybody else taking. You out there having a college experience, especially like some of these schools, they'll tell you, like, yo, they give them Mickey Mouse classes. Go in there and do knitting. Go in there and do home economics. Just whatever you're going to do so we can get you on the basketball court. The college experience
hold on, the school will let them do that. That's the school.
But the college experience should be the same for everybody.
Because we want you on the court. Because we need you on the court to make this money for the school.
Like Bronny James, right? Bronny, they just had him up on the screen. $7-point-something million.
$7.3 million.
Yes. He's gonna be making more than
I don't care about them high. I don't even know why high school kids is getting on NIL deals now anyway. They're not even in college yet.
But that's what I'm saying.
Why are they getting hype? Why are they getting this money?
You recruiting him now. What can you actually tell him? What are you going to tell him? What are you going to tell him in college? If he's
we wasn't talking about NIL deals before. We were talking about them being pursued, but we wasn't talking about them getting money before.
But this is what it is. It's all
time. That third grader. By the time he gets to college, if he's at 3 million now, right?
7.3.
No, the third grader.
Oh, the third grader. We don't even know what the fuck he's at.
Well, the third grader, whatever he's doing with him now, right? By the time, just because of what he's getting exposed to now. By the time he's getting ready to go into high school and into college, he's gonna be at $15 million. The way the influx is, he's gonna be at $15-20 million. What the hell you gonna be able to tell him going into college? He'll look at you like, man, I'm good.
And you telling me that's a bad
And that'll be him. That'll be just like you said.
That's a
That'll be on
horrible
him.
thing.
If he going there acting all
that's
stuck up and
a
thinking he's
bad
better than
thing.
That's a
everybody, then he don't get
horrible
picked or don't be as good as he think he really is. That'll be on him.
We say 8 years old. You say 8 years old.
He's in the third grade, so we want to say 8 to 10.
Yeah, what you talking about? An 18-year-old that's busting through tackles, whose family decided to put him online and chose to make a business move to make $3 million. You telling me that's a problem? And they naming him. You the one said that Steve. You the one said that they named him Baby Gronk.
Did you just say a third grader making a business?
I never seen this boy a day in my life.
Say a third grader making a business
I never seen the boy a day in my life. So I'm assuming this.
What about the child actors? What about the child actors making money and parents got to fucking do all this shit? Money's to be made if there's money to be made.
Acting, that's professional. Child acting is professional.
This boy can't be no trash ass football player.
Yo, PPA, you know,
boy to be worth $3 million.
You know, in the third grade, they just took the flags off, right?
Word.
In the third grade, they just literally took flags off. Some of these kids he's playing against are playing with pads for the first time. So if he's been playing a little longer than some of these other kids, he may work out different. Like, yo, he's gonna be better. He's gonna be bigger.
I don't know who he's playing against. I never seen the boy.
No, me either. This is the first time I'm seeing him.
To be worth $3 million.
Right now, and then wait until wait till he get a little older. Then the motherfucker get a little older. He ain't as good as everybody thought he was gonna be, and there's no money to be made no more.
But that's why. That's why you just gotta play it out the way everybody else play it.
That's why if they want to pay me, let's go. Let's get paid.
Oh no, by all means, if somebody gonna give me the check, I'm gonna take the check.
Of course. So you can't be like, it's not right. And if you're gonna take that check, you're gonna take that check.
If that's your son or your daughter, and you didn't take the check, I slap the shit out you.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Listen. There's money to be made out here. People's not turning down if somebody because my son is prodigy and they want to fucking give me money to. They don't even know what he's gonna be like. Give me that money and let me keep it moving.
All right. So if that's the case, put the Fab Five banners back in the fucking Raptors.
I ain't saying that. I ain't never take them out.
Take
I don't care.
Up. Put it back up there.
Reggie,
I don't care. Yeah, do that. Whatever.
Give him his money back.
Because if you could get money from over there, then you could get money from over here. If I'm the
like even with Reggie Bush, like they need to give all his shit, whatever they took from that nigga, give it back.
I should be able to promote you and pay you to play that sport, and then whatever you want to do for me later is what you.
See, but no, that's what it's allowed to do now, and that's what allowed the kids to go get this money.
That fucking why they letting people that had fucking weed charges go from jail? The same shit. It's legal now. Now we gotta get the fuck out of here. You're a kid. When are we gonna go through the process?
Okay, Steve, I don't care if you got a prodigy kid. Steve, if you got a prodigy kid and somebody want to pay you some money, you gonna take it. You can say and cry till you blue in the face. Talk about they shouldn't be doing this. If it was you taking the money, and if you gonna take the money, you shouldn't be talking when you talking. If you ever gonna take the money.
No, that's not the hell no.
Because guess what? That motherfucker, them athletic legs don't last forever. That shit don't last forever. So
exactly. And they don't even know. And they want to pay you. So give me the money when you don't even know. I'm taking that bread.
That's the reason why a lot of motherfuckers don't have money to this day that should have had money. Because they wasn't smart enough. They got outsmarted by that nigga who went to school. They got outsmarted by that nigga who went to school.
Nah, nigga, they wasn't giving this. Hold on, they wasn't giving this money out before. They wasn't giving this money out before.
I'm gonna tell you,
they wasn't doing that. They wasn't doing that. They wasn't giving this money out.
Hold on, Richard Sherman went to Stanford, right? And was his own agent. Lamar Jackson has trying to be his own agent with his mother. Guess who's getting fucked and guess who didn't? Guess who's getting fucked and guess who didn't? Cause he went to school.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Was he ever asking for 250 million? No, he wasn't.
He had to. Guess what he got?
Yeah, because of course he didn't have to, because he knew if he asked for something crazy like that, he'd be getting looked at just like Lamar. It's not even the same thing. It's not even the same thing. It's not the same.
Yes, it is, because Lamar Jackson doesn't understand the process, and Richard Sherman does. That's the fuck.
And Richard Sherman wasn't asking for no 250 million.
He doesn't have to. He got what he asked for.
Okay. So when you not asking for 250, they be we give you that, nigga.
He understood the process, and guess that's why Lamar Jackson not getting paid, because he don't understand the
because
process.
he didn't go to school. Yeah, because he didn't go to school. Yeah, you're right.
He didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
He didn't pay attention. This is what I'm talking about. There's a difference between walking through and not understanding. Remember how these
niggas not even worth the same amount of money. You want to talk about the same thing.
Back in the day. Right or wrong? When they was like, oh, these dumb athletes, what they call them, dumb jocks back in the day, because they used to skip high school. The teachers never let them do anything. They just gave them A's and let them play through high school and college because they was athletic and they were stars. And guess what? How many of them ended up broke? About 80% of them ended up broke, my nigga.
And you want to know what? That's reality of life, nigga. Because not everybody's smart, and most niggas. That's the reality of life, nigga. That's the reality of life, and that's how they use you, and that's why kids should be getting paid while they in school, because these teachers know they ain't smart, and they be passing it just because they want them on the football team or the basketball team.
What are you learning? What are you learning, my G? You gonna learn how to manage your money? You gonna learn anything? Nothing. You're just gonna be a fucking rich, broke nigga. Oh, I made it for a moment, but you ain't.
Listen, not everybody's on that wave, nigga. And what you think? Lamar's not smart just because he didn't go to college? Like, come on, B. Stop. It's two different kinds of money.
Obviously not.
Sherman was going to get his money because he wasn't asking for no 250.
Because one of the most people that's exciting to watch in the NFL.
Yeah. Because that's the why. Because Lamar's not getting his money is because he's not smart. Because it's not because he's asking for too much. That's not it.
Most marketable.
That's not it.
Fucking quarterback in the NFL is
now you want to say the nigga dumb
because he knows shit and he ain't hire an agent and he don't know nothing about business. He don't know nothing about his contract. But Richard Sherman can fucking play quarterback.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute.
Oh my God! Oh my God! This nigga asked for two different kinds of money. Lamar's not getting his money because too much.
Nothing to do with it, my G.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He's in a spot where his money is different.
Steven.
And they using that as an excuse, and you letting them let that be the fucking narrative.
Who's changing the narrative? He maximized.
No, I said you letting that be the narrative.
What is the narrative? Tell me what the narrative is.
Nigga, they only doing that because they don't want to pay him.
This is why he did not accept your little $175 guaranteed $1 million offer. Okay? $175 million guaranteed offer. This is what we're not accepting. This is what my client is not accepting. My client wants 200 plus, and my client says it.
Number two,
thank
going up to Deshaun Watson.
Once again, thank you both for proving that.
Watson deal. Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
A Deshaun Watson deal warrants Lamar Jackson's 200.
And I don't dispute that. What I'm saying is he doesn't understand his fucking contract and shit. Everybody else is getting paid because they were smart enough to hire an agent. He's not Richard Sherman. He's not smart enough to go through the business part of the situation. He didn't do it.
Stop. You using Richard Sherman is whack, baby, because that's not it. That's not it.
Why are you ignoring the facts?
Not it at all.
He's not getting it at all.
He's not smart enough.
You know why? Because he's not his own agent. He should have hired one like the smart motherfuckers do, because he's not smart enough to fucking go through the process and understand it. It's plain and simple. The writing's on the wall. The business side of the organization is taking advantage of Lamar Jackson. And you can't seem to understand that.
Steve, I'm gonna ask you this. You got
now you sounding like fucking the first take and all that shit. Now you sounding like that. Cause that's all they talk about. That's all they talk about. That's all they talk about.
Because I don't.
That's all they
And
talk
I'm
about.
not the one who brought it up, nigga.
That's all they talk about.
we talking real life logic here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And real life logically, Lamar Jackson is worth $200 million.
And I don't listen. I told you I don't disagree with what
You don't disagree with that. You really think, but in Lamar's eyes, possibly in Lamar's eyes, do you really think I need to hire somebody that I gotta pay to know that?
You know that? Like really?
Listen.
Do I have to hire somebody to pay that?
Really?
That to pay somebody to know that?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes, because you know
No, but what you gotta the only reason why you gotta hire the agent, the only reason why you gotta hire the agent is they don't fucking blackball you. They don't blackball you and fucking do the bullshit that they're doing right now.
Give him
The only reason why. It's not because he ain't smart enough to do it.
That's why you get an agent.
No, but it ain't because he ain't smart enough to do it. It's because they playing
smart
him.
enough to hire an agent or understand the numbers.
Yeah.
Right or
He's a
wrong.
dumbass. He's just dumb. He
Is
dumb.
dumb.
I'm just saying, I don't think I need to hire an agent to know that I'm worth $200 million. I don't need nobody to speak for $200 million, Steve.
Huh?
I don't need nobody to speak for $200 million if I know I'm worth $200 million.
You don't think you need to for somebody to
How about the smartest thing? Like if I take this shit done on my own, I gotta pay agent fucking 10%.
You don't think Lamar thinks that he's worth $200 million right now? You don't think Lamar thinks that?
I answered your question 3 times, bro.
Well, I'll put it to you this way: Lamar needs to know that he's worth $400 million. That's what he needs to know. That's what he needs to know.
I answered your question 5 times. I'm not saying that he's not worth the money. I wish my Giants would have fucking made a move, honestly. Like at the end of the day, if you're gonna have you're gonna pay Daniel Jones $40 million, why not fucking pay Lamar? Why not trade that motherfucker and get it over with? And 2 first rounders, whatever you gotta do. I don't give a fuck. What I'm saying is, like I alluded to, Richard Sherman was smart enough to know the business and be able to maximize his money at his position. Lamar Jackson,
just like Boone said, but you're not maximizing. You're not maximizing
the same kind of money, bro.
Maximizing $10 million.
Because he's not smart enough to know the business.
No, that's not it, bro. It's not it.
It's
not
not.
it. You talk about Richard Sherman. You talk about Richard Sherman here. That's a bad example. Bad example.
Exactly. You're basically telling me Richard Sherman could negotiate possibly $15 million, what you're talking about.
That's nothing because they was willing to give him nothing.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Anybody, any college guy could fucking go in there and be like, yeah, give me your low money.
So Lamar Jackson needed to go to Stanford.
He ain't asking for $250 million.
Lamar Jackson.
That's not his position, nigga.
Exactly. So, nigga, it's not his position for you to be in the same fucking breath as Lamar Jackson.
He maximized his money for his position.
Oh my God! He maximized a low budget amount of money. A low budget amount of money compared to what Lamar's asking for.
It doesn't matter. Saquon Barkley not getting his money, the max money for his position. Ezekiel Elliott got let go. Stop the fucking bullshit, son. He had an agent. He maximized his money. Lamar Jackson is not able to maximize his money.
Ezekiel Elliott didn't get all his guarantee money, you're telling me?
Business side worked on by an agent because
Ezekiel Elliott didn't get all his guarantee money?
What?
Ezekiel Elliott never got all his guaranteed money?
Did Ezekiel Elliott have an agent?
Yes, he did.
Okay, exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm just saying.
This is exactly what I'm saying. Lamar
You know,
Jackson did not put himself in the business part of the situation. Hire an agent. This is why he's getting
that was a business situation that Lamar Jackson needs to be into.
So you don't think it's foul? Hold on. You don't think it's foul that you don't think it's foul instead of him being stupid, but not foul that him having an agent, we got him the 250 or whatever he asked for instead of him doing it by himself. And then now all of a sudden, no team want Lamar Jackson, no team,
Yes, son,
no team. But it's not foul. It's just him being stupid, but not foul. It's not foul, but it's just him being stupid, right?
Son, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with it not being foul. I don't.
Well, no, he's not stupid though. He's not stupid though. It's just foul.
One thing is, like I said, it don't take an agent to know $200 million player.
Son,
If anything, he's worth $400 million. He can't act for two and get it without an agent.
I think Lamar knows he's worth every bit of $200 million.
Yeah, you sound
Odell
crazy.
Beckham. All right, Steve. Odell Beckham tweeted out. I'm not just saying. I'm not. No, I'm just telling you. But Odell Beckham.
You're all about the money with Mayweather and the business side of boxing. So you sound crazy right now that what you talking on behalf of Boom. You sound crazy because I always go at it with you about the business side of boxing. So don't sit here and talk to me about the business side of Boom. You sound crazy. That's number one. So you should just shut the hell up because you are on my side. You sound crazy. Boom, your ass need to understand that you need an agent. This is why everybody else get paid, and this motherfucker not. You don't understand the business of the game.
Yo, Randy Smith just got paid. Without an agent. Without an agent. $107 million.
But the business
side.
$$1 million on the franchise tag. What do you mean he's not getting paid?
That these motherfuckers don't want to pay him.
He's stupid for not.
No, he's getting $30 million on the franchise tag.
What don't you
Steven, he's getting 30-something million on the franchise tag. What are you talking about? He's not getting paid. He is getting paid.
Lamar Jackson,
he wants the deal is he wants the long term.
Nothing. He's done nothing but be a good professional, right? And he's had an MVP. He deserves every fucking bit of close to Patrick Mahomes money. If I had Josh Allen money, as far as I'm concerned, right? You talk about they trying to give him $32.5 million on the franchise tag. Do you not see that's not business? And they trying to fucking lowball him. They trying to lowball him and get what they can get out of him on the low end. They gonna be a dumbass and dumb enough to take it. They'll say, I just want to play football. I just want to play football. My God, Deshaun Watson got all kinds of allegations against him, right or wrong. All kinds of allegations. And he played like shit when he came in.
Yeah. Listen.
Has taken the Ravens to different heights, regardless of anything. He puts asses in the seats, as you would say, PPA.
Yo, just because he's not getting an agent don't mean he's stupid, though.
Worth every penny, but he's getting screwed because he doesn't, son. Sometimes you
no, he's not.
No, that's the foulness of it. Because he shouldn't be getting screwed anyway. That's how foul these motherfuckers are.
I think he's opening doors. I think he's opening doors.
Somebody got to do it, though. Somebody got to do it, though, Steve. Somebody got to do it, though, Steve. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it. Somebody got to sacrifice themselves. Somebody has to sacrifice themselves.
Do you think you're the best person at your job? Do you think you're the best person when you do your job?
Nigga, you know me, nigga.
Okay. Do you think when you go in that office when it's race time, do you think you get what you deserve?
Oh, nobody never, but what you nigga? I'm not Lamar.
So how can you say he's not getting what you deserve?
No, Steve. You cheated. You cheated.
If you have proper representation, if you had proper representation, or you was able to do the right thing,
No. They wasn't gonna go in there and fight for me and give me the money I'm asking for if I couldn't. Like, no, that's not the way it works. No, you ain't using real life because that don't happen in real life. I can't call a lawyer and be like, oh, they didn't give me the raise I fucking asked for, so I need you to go in there and get the money for me. No, that's not the way it works in real life.
Did you understand?
That's not the way it works in real life. Don't be bringing up false scenario.
How the system works. If you understand how the system works, would you ever go in there and represent yourself to get your highest maximum dollar?
Dude, that's not the way life really works in real life. Because I can't call a lawyer to go in there and get the money I think I'm worth.
Guess what?
What?
When you're able to represent yourself and put your best foot forward for yourself to get your maximum dollar.
Dude, the thing about this is where you got to be careful because when I did that before, I always got more. If I talk for myself, I got more.
Okay.
So you got to be careful.
You got more. You got
to be careful because people should be able to go in there and talk for themselves. People should be able to go in. Hold on. People should be able to go in there, talk for themselves, and get what they want.
So did you?
And now, if a motherfucker think an agent needs to be in the middle of y'all,
you understood?
You about to do me foul anyway.
So
you're doing foul shit anyway.
So let me ask you a question. So you understood the politics of what you were doing when you went in there, right or wrong? You understood your worth, right?
Yes.
Okay. Lamar Jackson doesn't understand his worth.
His worth. First of all, he's asked for less than what he's worth.
No, he's not.
You heard what he said.
Hold on, Steve, because now you contradicting yourself. When Ed said he worth, hold on. When Ed said he worth 400, you was like, I agree.
I said 200.
Okay.
200 per year.
Hey. If you want me to get like that, you
was able. Hold on. Like I said, Richard Sherman was able to understand the business side. You
keep bringing up Richard Sherman with his little chunk change from his goddamn contract.
Hold on, people. Hold on. Give me a second. You were good enough to go in there and understand your position and what you were worth and got more. Correct. Lamar Jackson went in there and got less. So tell me who's the dummy. Tell me why he doesn't get paid, my G. If you going in there and getting less, tell me who's getting fucked, my G.
Why know why? Because they don't want to pay him more. My job didn't care about paying me a little extra dollar or whatever.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you in there and got more. So you understood the politics and what you was doing and what your work was. Lamar Jackson does not understand it, and that's why he's getting fucked. He didn't go in there proper, my G. He didn't go in there proper. You did. He didn't go in there right. So now he's getting screwed with no Vaseline. It's plain and simple, son. It's nothing but understanding. You understood your worth and your politics of your job at that time, and you got more. You knew what to say, how to say it, and what to do. Lamar Jackson does not understand that. That's the reason why they're fucking him, my G. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It doesn't have to do with what he's worth. It's how he's representing himself. He doesn't have proper representation to maximize his dollar.
Listen to me. No, hold on. So it's not that he could be dumb for not having an agent. It's a stupid move. He's not dumb. It's a stupid move. He's not dumb. He's not dumb because who wants to? If you know your worth, and first of all, I don't know why the Ravens don't want to pay him anyway. Because who are you going to get to be your fucking quarterback?
That's the organization.
I know, and they're gonna be fucked. So he's thinking about, all right, whatever. They don't want to pay me. They're gonna be fucked, and I'll just move on to somewhere else. Now, what's gonna probably happen is he's gonna move on to some. If he never get that 200 something, he's gonna move on from the Ravens, taking less, and they don't have Lamar Jackson. Now, who's dumb? Now, who's gonna be dumb?
What son?
No, who's gonna be dumb then? Who's gonna be dumb then, though, Steve?
But they'll be relevant later. Like it doesn't matter. Like
so he played. So even if he played on this year on a franchise tag, He probably fucking fake an injury. I'm gonna sit out the rest of the year and fuck y'all. Who's dumb? The organization who actually needs a quarterback? Or they being foul? Nobody's dumb. They just being fucking foul in the situation. Like, he can't go to the table by himself? No. And they not gonna pay him? Like, he probably thought the whole time he was cool with the organization, they was gonna pay him regardless. And why would you want to pay the percentage of a fucking agent when he could give it to his mother?
The NFL is starting.
And then the organization pulls this bullshit? It's not about him being fucking dumb. Them being fucking foul.
Now they had 175 guarantee on the table.
Yeah, because even if he goes through the franchise tag this year, even if he played the whole year, he's out of there. He's gonna be out of there after the franchise tag. And then what are they gonna do?
The womanizer / massage therapist was able to walk away with $250.
And here's the
I'm just asking for a measly
And then what if he sit on their ass for 2 years?
200 and y'all not willing to cooperate. Yes, I want to be traded.
Because he could get hurt. If he get hurt, they still gotta pay him. If he get hurt, they still gotta pay him.
Let me tell you where your value less. Because if you take the non-exclusive franchise tag, a team other teams can now ask for trade. You have to match, and if so, they get 2 first rounders. The Ravens get 2.
That's the first year.
No, listen, that's what I'm saying. So he gets 2 first rounders, right? But you can also place the exclusive franchise tag on him, where he has to play for you, and he gets more guaranteed money that season. The non-exclusive tag actually puts other teams in play.
For $32 million?
32 million, son. He's worth
for $32 million? Yes, let's play. Let's play.
Huh?
Yes, play, because I'm getting that money. I'm getting more money and incentives anyway. Let's play.
If I was him, I would just play on the franchise tag. If they don't want to sign me,
32 million,
franchise me, get that money, and then when them checks is up, I'm out of here. Bye. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
He can play the franchise.
And I'm gonna play like shit for 2 years.
Play the franchise tag.
Interceptions, all kinds of shit.
Yeah. We looking
He
at
can play the franchise tag again next season. Guess what that's gonna be?
32.5, right? We're looking at 32.5. But you're looking at Deshaun Watson, you're looking at Josh Allen, you're looking at Patrick Mahomes, you're looking at motherfucking Daniel Jones at this point, who's getting 40. You really playing for 32.5, bro?
Yeah.
We haven't gotten a Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. I'm gonna get Daniel 40 in the season.
We haven't gotten Jalen Hurts suspension.
I'm gonna get Daniel's money in 5 games.
Yeah, so what's the difference? Because they get money because they got an agent?
Huh? I just said it.
But is that not fucking retarded?
Set president.
They're maximizing
It's not
money.
fucking retarded and
Right
fucking
now,
foul.
They're maximizing his money. Their players' money, not him.
Steve, if any one of your
It's the same situation with an agent or non-agent.
Wait, one second. Steve, if any one of your kids were quarterbacks and you see Patty Mahomes get 400, you see Deshaun Watson get every bit of 250. You really need to hire an agent to know that your baby needs 200.
I don't need to listen.
You really need to hire an agent for that.
My God, you're not understanding.
Guaranteed.
You number one not understanding what I'm
That's
talking about.
anybody, and we're not agents. We're not agents. That's anybody.
I didn't say I didn't understand it.
His mother knows that her son is worth 200.
What you think, Ant? What you got, Ant?
You're misconstruing.
Yeah.
No, you misrepresenting Lamar Jackson like he's stupid for not hiring one.
And been quiet. Let him say his piece.
It's this is a difficult one because I've seen players represent themselves very well. Like people don't know Ray Allen never had an agent. He represented himself really well, got his worth, got his value. I don't think he could have gotten any more. He did his thing. So Lamar Jackson, I'm not sure if he misrepresented himself. But
They just being foul.
This is one of these where he really needs to sit down and have some consultation with somebody to understand the power position he's in right now. The power, he's been offered 32 and a half on a franchise. I wouldn't even play. I wouldn't even play. I would demand a trade and say, I'm not playing unless y'all trade me. Y'all can franchise me all you want.
And he asked, my bad to cut you off, he asked for a trade on March 2nd.
Yeah,
and they gotta pay him. If you franchise him and he don't play, and he said you still gotta pay him. I think he's in his position right now to keep requesting that trade and emphasizing I love the game, but as far as the business side is concerned, I will not play because if I get hurt on this franchise
but
tag,
what do you think about the agent thing? You think he should fucking have an agent, or you think he should be fine and move on with himself?
I believe that right now it looks like he need an agent. Now, if he was able to handle this on his own, I think if he'd have had an agent, this would have been settled 2 years ago.
But you think he would have got what he's been asking for?
Yes.
With an agent?
Yeah.
MVP, son. MVP.
And hold on. And that's not foul? And that's not foul? Hold on. And that's not fucking foul?
I'm not saying that it's not foul. I'm not saying that it's not foul, but what it is.
No, Steve, you keep calling him stupid, dumb, and all this shit. Listen, just because he want to go a different route don't mean he's dumb, bro. Don't mean he's dumb, bro.
These agents.
Yes, it does. It means doing something stupid right now.
Whatever.
These agents know the ins and outs and the loopholes.
No, that's because they might know that, but the owners don't want to deal with the players, so they be like, oh, I want to talk to an agent, so they can fucking. Okay. That's not what I'm saying.
The agents know the loopholes. They know the lingo. They know all of this stuff, how to take advantage. Now, not to say that Lamar Jackson is stupid. I just believe that there's certain. He's afraid of being ripped off. That's why he don't have an agent. That's why a lot of people be against agents because they hear these stories about these agents ripping them off.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
so you shouldn't need one, and they shouldn't fucking penalize you for that.
Honestly, if I was him,
like they claim.
I'll hire Rich Paul right now.
Hell no.
I'll hire Rich Paul right now.
Hell no.
Rich Paul to get him that money.
Hiring him.
Let me tell you.
I ain't hiring him.
Hold on, PPA. Hold on.
Rich Paul to get him that money.
Hold on, Ant. Hold on. This is what I'm talking about. So we're gonna sit here and say he shouldn't hire an agent. You should represent yourself. But he didn't do his due diligence. This is what we're talking about, going back to the NIL and these people getting money and not going to school. This is where it all started.
No, that's not the case.
They can make it look like you didn't do your due diligence when they just straight cold, when they stone cold your ass. They can make it look like you didn't do shit.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is you don't understand the fucking process and the loopholes, like Ant said. People study for this shit. He didn't.
And like I said, we don't know if he do or not. Because once they stone cold your ass, you don't know.
What the fuck part don't y'all understand? He's getting screwed because he don't understand the ins and outs.
That's bullshit.
That's the thing. That's the thing, Boom. It's not about saying that Lamar Jackson is dumb because I don't think he's dumb. It's just that when you're playing, right, you don't really sit there and have the time to consider your contract. You don't have the time to sit there and read into all the lingo, look through hundreds of pages of paperwork that'll get it done. That's what that agent gets paid for. Like I said, if he'd have had an agent, this wouldn't even be a conversation today.
Hell no.
Conversation today.
He would have got an extension last year. He would have got an extension last year.
At $175 million.
It wouldn't have been that. It would have probably been more.
175
It wouldn't have been more. It
million.
wouldn't have been more. It wouldn't have been more.
It would have been if not
That's
170.
bullshit.
Because it would have worked out in their favor. Hold on, it would work out in the organization's favor if they would have signed him earlier. And be like, oh, hey, before 250 came up, it would have been in their favor to say, here, take this 175 early.
Yo,
Before he even knew about the 250.
Yo, y'all know we've
But
been
no,
on for
but they
an
was
hour and
being
a half,
grimy
and we ain't
themselves
talked about
and
this.
didn't want to take him to the table for an extension. They was being grimy because that's how they do. It's not even about being grimy. That's how they do everybody. They did it to Ray. They did it to Ed. They did it to Bart. They did it to all of them. But you're gonna have to change somewhere down the line when money's being upgraded.
This conversation's over because y'all don't seem to fucking understand business side of it. And PPA,
Nigga, so first of all, whatever you say don't mean it's fucking is coin.
I never disagree with your point. I'm saying
I ain't disagreeing with yours either.
Why he's getting screwed.
And all I'm saying is just because he don't have one, he shouldn't be getting screwed.
I'm just saying.
It's sad that he's getting screwed because he don't have an agent.
PPA, I'm gonna need you to shut up because let me tell you why I'm gonna need you to shut up. I'm gonna need you to shut up because you're the first one to go talk about agents and fucking money. And I'm fucking surprised at your ass right now. But you talking all that shit.
I'm just saying.
Hey, hold on, Steve. Hey, he made me change my mind a couple times. I made him change his mind.
No. You can't change PPA mind when it comes to money and motherfucking when it comes to money. You can't change his mind when it comes to money, man. Like he's a
no, I'm just saying.
Being like he used to say, he being a big asshole. He being a big asshole because he put on his glasses. Nigga, you can't see straight.
I'm just saying, when you it don't take a rocket scientist to know that Lamar Jackson is worth every bit of $200 million.
I didn't say that.
It don't take a rocket scientist to know that. I shouldn't not have to hire.
My God,
I shouldn't have to hire somebody that's gonna make me.
Hold on, Steve. You don't think it's foul? You don't think it's foul that nobody wants Lamar Jackson right now? Nobody. No, regardless the situation, regardless the agent thing, nobody wants Lamar right now.
We could. We know it's fucked up. We gotta change subjects though. I gotta get through my list one time this fucking goddamn 3 weeks.
Yeah, because you know it's foul.
I didn't say it wasn't. What do you mean?
Yeah, no, because you keep saying it's the agent thing, and that's why. But it's foul. The main thing is he shouldn't need an agent. If you think it's foul, you think in the back of your mind he shouldn't need an agent, and they should be paying him. That's the bottom line. Is should he get his money regardless?
No. We're not gonna be going there. That's over.
I mean, I understand when you know you're wrong, you want to change it and shit. I understand. I understand totally.
You said absolutely.
Understand. Hey, first of all,
SavageCalm.entertainment. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook. Fourth Quarter Sports on Sunday, 10:30. Queen Sanaa, 3 o'clock on Sunday. Crown Talk on Thursday, and Kimberly Michaels on Tuesday. Check us out.
We're there again. That's what we're doing. That's what's the name. Like I said, big up to 92.9. What up, Mike Mitchell, Ray, and the boys. You know what I mean, for letting me on there. I'm hoping I'm about to hit him up. I'm hoping I could go in there again tonight and talk some more ish. But if you had a subject you wanted to talk about, Isaiah Thomas. Did anybody see the Isaiah Thomas on Up in Smoke? What all the smoke, right?
Yeah.
Anybody watch the Isaiah Thomas interview on All the Smoke a couple days ago?
When he said that
nigga, put your fucking breaking shirt down looking like Turbo, nigga.
Yo, what you doing?
I'm asking.
This nigga looking like Turbo. This nigga be all over the place, son. Son, don't do that shit no more, son. Son, start understanding your surroundings. You heard?
Yeah.
You nigga, boom.
Me?
Yeah, nigga, running around with your shirt up, nigga. Don't nobody want to see that shit, nigga, while you out, while you on camera.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was off the camera.
No, you wasn't.
Oh. I'm trying to get dressed real quick.
Run around looking like Turbo and Breaking, nigga. Fuck, nigga. So what you want to say about that, and what you feel about his comments about Michael Jordan and how he's going about the situation? You think they should sit down and have a conversation?
I think it's needed. At the end of the day, man, from the stories that I hear come out of both of their mouths, is that there's some sort of mutual respect at some level, right? Now, what I hate is when we get in between those four lines, like, yo, your mother, my mother's sisters, man.
Mm-hmm.
If me and you line up on the other side of on the court in between those four lines, for whatever amount of time that is, I'm gonna try to kill your ass. That's just what it is. Know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You gonna try to kill me. We gonna compete the best way possible. You're bigger than me, so I'm gonna foul you like 90% of the game. That's just what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So what they have taken, or what has been taken from the basketball court, and putting in the context of who these people's character really is getting annoying. I think they need to sit down, like the way Magic and Isaiah did it, and the way Shaq and Kobe did it. They need to do it. Sit across each other and lay it all out. Because it shouldn't come to the point where people are being criticized about their character because of competition on the basketball court. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think it's crazy. Like every time the Dream Team come up, if Michael Jordan doing an interview, if the Dream Team come up, he's being asked about why he didn't want Isaiah on the team. If Isaiah Thomas sit down and do an interview, he got to be asked questions about why, what's up with him and Michael. So everybody agitates it, but nobody's putting in the work to get these two brothers sitting across from each other to work this out, because it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Isaiah, I know you feel
yo, I never hear Jordan talk about none of this shit. It's always Isaiah talking shit.
Nah, it stems from The Last Dance. It's always the Michael Jordan interviews that come to Isaiah, and then he has to answer it. Because truth be told, if you really listen, and I'm not saying this because he's my favorite player, I call a spade a spade. I think, honestly, if he get asked, he needs to be like, yo, next question. Mm-hmm. That's what I think he should be doing. Because at the end of the day, he keeps getting asked this question, so of course he's inclined to answer it. He'd be like, yo.
But the thing is, just like you said, he keep getting asked the question, and he should just shut the shit down by now.
That's what I think. But I think he honestly is at the point where I want to sit across from Michael.
Because Jordan laugh at motherfuckers when they ask him, this motherfucker don't even get out of here with that.
You know Mike. Mike is Mike. Mike is set in his ways. He's a billionaire. He can say what he want to say, and people love him so much, it's just gonna be what it is. He don't care about sitting across from nobody. Actually, and I'm not even gonna say he don't care. I really don't think Michael Jordan has the time to sit there for 2 hours or an hour. That's why he don't do interviews like that. You don't see that motherfucker on Oprah and all that shit like that.
But I think that's, and I'm Michael. There's only probably one person in this world like, yo, nah, you don't do no wrong.
Yeah, that's me too, nigga. Shit.
Right. So, but I think that now, putting my bias aside, as a human being, at this point, we have two iconic black men in our sports culture that a lot of people idolize, especially in our generation. You know what I'm saying? And being that they're still public figures moving forward, because they're still getting asked questions and everything else, they're still on social media. Michael Jordan's about to sell a team. Everybody's still wearing his sneakers. He's still relevant. He's still very relevant in this world. You know what I'm saying? And Isaiah Thomas has been on all these platforms, and he's relevant. I think Michael Jordan, at this point, needs to step up with not only Isaiah Thomas, but with Charles Barkley as well.
And I think he needs to step it up and have that shit with Scottie Pippen too.
And Scottie Pippen, yes, as well. Exactly. So those are three people I think he needs to have the conversation. I don't think it needs.
But there's somebody's the common denominator.
I don't think it needs to be so-called public, but there needs to be something where somebody has to come out and say, "Yo, me and this guy are cool." You know what I'm saying? We squashed it.
Right.
He has to come out somewhere, somehow, some way. Because at this point, honestly, Michael Jordan is the deciding factor. Like you said, Boom said the common denominator is Michael Jordan. He's the one who don't want to have these conversations. People are coming out. Charles Barkley, honestly, he's butthurt that they don't talk no more because he has to do his job. Michael Jordan, he decided to buy teams. Charles Barkley decided to be an analyst. You know what I'm saying? And a talk show with hosts, whatever you want to, you know what I mean? However you want to put him. Michael Jordan, you went a different route. He has to do his job just like you got to do your job. He has to criticize you, yes. Just like he went at you on the basketball court, he has to do the same thing on TV. Michael Jordan, you need to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to understand both sides. Man, you can't be that pig-headed your whole fucking life. Some people die like that, and that's crazy. You know what I mean? That's crazy. People die like that, my G. Like, yo, I'm never saying sorry. Fuck you. I am who I am type shit. And that's who Michael Jordan is being right now. And like I said, there's somebody that do no wrong in my eyes. Like, that motherfucker do whatever he wants to. You know what I mean? He could slap me with his broken fucking finger or thumb, and I'll be like, my guy, thank you. Like, but he needs to step up and be the bigger man at this point. Hold on.
Like he's letting his competitive drive. He letting his competitive drive take him into a place where if you sit back and you look at him, you're like, yo, he's the real asshole.
Yeah, way too far. Way too far.
Yo, this some shit on Jordan that I really don't like. I just seen recently too. Because I don't know if you've seen the Nori when he was talking about Jordan when he was like, Jordan was like, he don't like rappers and shit like that, right?
I
just seen a picture. I just seen a picture with Jordan and Post Malone. I said, oh, hell no. Hell no. You don't like rappers, but you gonna be hugged up with this motherfucker. Fuck out of here. I didn't like that.
It's all about your preference at the end of the day. You know
I think he don't like him, but if they walk up on him like if they could catch him, he ain't gonna deny him. Cause you Michael Jordan, but one of these rappers punch you in your fucking eye. Then what?
Shit, y'all cutting out. I can't even hear y'all. Shit.
But that's on you walking wherever you walking with your phone.
Yeah, man.
But,
so they need to sit down and work that shit out. It needs to be enough for it. Like, and the crazy shit about it is, and Isaiah Thomas may cry about it, but these conversations keep Isaiah relevant.
Yep, they do. They do.
Like Isaiah is only he's internationally known through basketball for us. Some of these youngins, they know about him because of what they hear about when they hear the arguments about Michael Jordan. Then now you're forced to Google him. You don't have an Isaiah Thomas shoe that comes out every month.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas paying thousands of dollars for fucking Jordans to this day.
These are the point guards that are coming out now, and not the point guards that say Isaiah Thomas was my favorite.
Nope.
Like these point guards now, we're looking at Jason Kidd and Gary Payton, Penny Hardaway. Actually, the point guards that's out now was looking at Iverson and Marbury. They wasn't even Isaiah Thomas was the point guard was for Marbury and them. These point guards now, like John Morant and them, they looking at Allen Iverson, Steph Curry, like that. Some of them, they don't even know who bum ass John Stockton is until they start bringing up the records, the assistant still records. Like they don't know who he is. So that's why they need this shit. It just needs to come to an end. It needs to come because now all the press that he gets is based on him looking like a crybaby. When it's really not the case for both of them. I don't think either one of them should even be like that. Now, what Isaiah did wrong, he shouldn't have did in 91 was walk off that fucking court. That's the part that really hurts. If he didn't do that one thing, I don't even think they have this argument.
Yep.
If he didn't do that, I don't think they had this argument.
I'll defend Isaiah Thomas in this aspect. The Celtics did the same thing.
Right, they did.
It was everybody just shows the clip of Kevin McHale giving Isaiah Thomas dap, but they all walked off. It was Isaiah. It was just them two.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a team thing.
And Adrian Dantley was on a free throw line, and they walked off.
So, like, that wasn't a uncommon thing, but I think with how Mike felt at that time is because he went through that fire against them. He's like, yo, I finally beat you.
So he was looking for that validation.
Yeah, acknowledge that I finally fucking beat you, even though you might be 80. I finally beat you. You guys was the Pistons was still relevant.
Mm-hmm.
They were still relevant as to win a championship that year. Still. Mm-hmm. So when they talk about their age, that's like the Warriors right now. We could put that into consideration right now. Detroit Pistons like the Warriors of today.
Mm-hmm.
You're still worried about them. They can make a run. They still relevant. They still got the same
that was
squad.
the Eastern Conference Finals. So it was like,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying. I beat you, my guy. So if he didn't beat them, what would Isaiah Thomas be saying right now? You feel what I'm saying? He's saying the shit he's saying, oh, Jordan had to go through us. He had to go through us. Yeah, exactly. He did. He was the young one.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Johnson was playing in 79.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Bird was playing 78, like 78, 79 in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan didn't show up until 5 years later. What do you mean? Isaiah Thomas was what, 81, 82?
81.
So, yeah, he didn't show up till 4 years, three years later. Yeah, y'all was the bad motherfuckers they had to go through. Yes. It took him time, but he did it.
Right.
Did it and whooped y'all ass and made y'all feel every bit of it. And Isaiah Thomas, you got the motherfucking clips to prove it. Where you admitted that Michael Jordan was the baddest motherfucker on the basketball court, period.
Yeah. He said on that interview when he
now you backtracking. Now you backtracking because you mad. That's why they need to hash it out. This bullshit being spewed all over everywhere because of people's emotions. And it's only due to a sport. Like, I don't get it. Like,
and they should do that shit. Let Stephen A be the moderator because he'll be probably one of the only people that won't be afraid to ask the tough questions.
Yeah, true indeed.
Like, yo, listen, nah, fuck that. I know what you're talking about, but nah, this is what we going on. You know what I mean? You said this and you said that. Let's get that out of here. Let's get that out.
Keep talking real quick.
Yeah, that's it, so that was my biggest takeaway from that interview. Now, part 2, they'll talk about that, but I don't think they're even gonna talk about the Michael Jordan shit no more. Because then it goes further into where he's talking about like they changed the rules for Michael Jordan, which is not false, but I get it. I understand why they had to change the rules. The rules were going into, the NBA was going into a point of, actually they just came back they were just revived anyway. They were about to fall under. And Magic and Bird picked it up. Then Michael Jordan carried that shit to where we are now. So they had to change the rules for that individual. You can't be trying to hurt this man. We honestly, the only reason why the logo hasn't been changed yet is because Nike owns the logo. Short and simple. That's the only reason why that shit hasn't been changed yet. The NBA logo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, I have no disrespect towards LeBron James. at all. Like I know I do because it's always compared to my guy Mike. But he's not, to me, like I said, above average player, my opinion.
Right.
That because like I always take it from that aspect. Like you could do something very, very good above other people for a long time, but you never surpassed anybody else in a single year. And him maintaining his stability and availability has had him being able to break records and things of that nature because you've just been there longer than everybody else. What if he would have stopped in year 15? What if he would have had a significant injury? You know what I'm saying? We have people like Paul George, Kawhi Leonard been on low management for however long. There's people who just, our great players have not been there. LeBron James has just been there. Right? But to me, he didn't change the game. And that's where my thing comes in. That's why I put Steph Curry changed the game. Michael Jordan changed the game. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson changed the game. They changed the game like a basketball, the NBA. Then you go back, Pistol Pete Maravich, Dr. J. Their people, their predecessors changed the game like they evolution. You know what I'm saying? Evolutionized the game. Like you got to watch it grow from this athletic individual to this athletic individual to this person to this person. Everything changes. And LeBron James to me just didn't change the game.
Yeah. So honestly, Grant Hill changed the game more than LeBron did.
I could take, you could take it back to certain people. They could say with stretch fours. You know what I mean? Like who was your who do you think? I could go back to Charles Barkley. You know what I'm saying? You could probably find somebody who could go back further than that. You know what I mean? Like Sam Perkins, Vlade Divac, Deadlift Shrimp. They used to shoot threes. 6'10", 6'11", you know what I mean? Sabonis. He used to shoot threes. Like, this is not something new. It's just what's been emphasized. Was keep moving forward. Like what they keep doing more of. I don't know the word right now. I've been thinking for
Where PPA at?
I don't know where he going. I don't know where he at. But it needs to be they're not the first people. It's just the way the game has gone. The way the game is going. So, but yeah, I think Jordan and them need to Jordan and Isaiah need to sit down. Even if it's off camera, they need to sit down and somebody just needs to come out and say, we good.
Right.
We good.
Like
and say Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen. Because those are
on each other fucking parties and all that. Y'all don't got to do that, but
yeah,
what it does, tearing each other down. Especially number one is black men. Number two, black men in a sport that is dominated by black men
and idolized.
Right. Know what I'm saying? They need to see that. They don't need to see the part where y'all still bickering 30 years later. Like the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Isaiah, you retired in 94. Mike retired, came back, retired in 2003. But either way, it's been 20 years since either one of you played an NBA game. Since either one of you played an NBA game. Like, why are we still talking about this?
Exactly.
Like, nobody got in the way of nobody's money. Nobody has sex with the other man's wife. You know what I mean? Like, it was just based on basketball.
Yeah.
That's it. Because as a person, y'all didn't hang out together. As people, y'all didn't really hang out together that much. Y'all would meet in social circles. And then if y'all could, and it sounds like they communicated in social circles. Like where Isaiah was talking about, they was out to dinner and all that shit, not too long before the last dance. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit where it's like, yo, y'all just, unless this is a ploy or some kind of PR thing that they have with each other where Michael keeps Isaiah relevant. in regards to socially, because everybody, if you look in the history books, you know, people gonna talk about him as far as basketball is concerned as one of the top 5 guards of all time for at least another 5 to 10 years.
Because Isaiah Thomas is a bad motherfucker, son. People don't give him the credit that's deserved. And guess what? You know,
like he's one of the point guards that could play. He could play now.
Right now. And it's crazy because a lot of people don't get our guys. And I understand though. Because like you said, time moves on. Like I said, if I go on a basketball court right now, these young ass bum niggas that be on the basketball court, I'm sorry to call y'all that, but y'all young bum niggas that be on the basketball court, y'all know who I am. But back in the day, I would have got picked up in the first 1 or 2 picks.
Right.
I was not showing up to the court and not getting picked when I stepped on the court. It was just plain and simple.
Ain't nobody waiting.
I wasn't getting next.
Ain't nobody waiting 2 and 3 nexts. Nah. Next game that come on, we on. That's it.
It might have been y'all might have been picking, and y'all might have picked y'all knife, and I pulled up, and I was like, "Yo, that's your 10th."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and as I say, I'm taking this out of street ball context. We're not talking about. I didn't do anything else more than basically street ball, so we're not talking about that. So that's who I was. It is what it is. But for this to go where it's going is not okay. Not okay. He could still play nowadays, like I'm saying. Like you're saying. Oh, what you think about your boy? Shit. I'm gonna talk. We ain't getting to last week. Well, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. They got problems within the organization. They got problems. Jaylen Brown wants out. What do you think about that situation?
I knew that was going to happen. Reason why I knew it was going to happen is because, number one, Jaylen Brown got there first. Jaylen Brown was supposed to be Jason Tatum alone. Everybody knew Jason Tatum was good, but ain't nobody knew he was going to come in and be this damn good. And not saying Jaylen Brown hating, because I don't think that's his thing. I just think he feels like he doesn't get the respect that he deserves because Jason Tatum. Like Jason Tatum, when I watched him, when that ball go into Jason Tatum's hands, the body language on that team is like, all right, let's get ready to go back on defense. Because it's going up. And then he gets the all-star nods, the votes, and Jaylen Brown gets he doesn't get the respect that he deserves as far as being not the Robin of the team. This is on that team, it's a Superman and it's a Batman.
Yeah. You're right about that. 100%.
So that's where I think the problem lies. I don't even think Jaylen Brown don't like Jason Tatum as a person. I just think he feel like, man, I can be so much more somewhere else. Or at least be recognized for what I bring to the table now. Yeah.
Because you can't lie. Like sometimes, like when you look at even if you don't watch the game, you look at the score box, right? Sometimes it'd be Jaylen Brown that had 38. Jason Tatum had 22.
But they talk about at the end of the interview at the end of the game, they talking to Jason Tatum.
Yeah. But the next game, it could be Jason Tatum got 40 or 35. And Jaylen Brown got 27.
Right.
So the fact that, and you know where my problem comes in, the fact that they can't coexist and that they have these egos that are not allowing them, and this is what's not allowing them to win a championship.
Yeah.
It's not why they're not going to win a championship this way. Because Jaylen Brown thinks he's somebody that he's not. Jason Tatum thinks he's somebody that he's not. They're both the guy.
Right.
You just have to learn how to both be the guy to lead your team to a championship. Y'all both talented. If one's off, you pick the other up.
Like,
what do you say? The nigga said, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Like,
And the problem with them is if you can't trust your co-host, you're not going to you can't trust the rest of them. You know what I mean? If Batman can't trust, if he can't trust Superman, what the hell he need Aquaman for? Like he ain't gonna trust him. Like he not gonna trust Grant Williams. He ain't gonna trust Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna trust those dudes. So
Yep.
that's the thing. That's where it's getting messed up in that team because they got a beautiful team. I love their roster.
The only problem with their team right now is Williams being out.
Robert Williams.
Yeah, he's Williams being out the lineup too much. Like,
That's it. That's always a problem. That's always a problem.
Because if not, they dominate. If not, I think they dominate. Robert Williams, his talent and his ability to rebound, offensive rebound, and his energy is a lot. Is different. Like he brings that like early Capella energy on the Houston Rockets. You know what I mean? Like it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are you doing? But he's like bigger and stronger and just like more mean. You know what I mean? And I just want, if he was healthy, son, it would just be a problem. It would be a whole different problem, son. Whole different problem as a team. Whole different energy. But I think they need to figure that out. But I think Jaylen Brown will be moving on. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think after this, if they don't win a championship, he's out.
Yeah.
He out. I don't know where, but shit. Do a fucking Klay Thompson, Jaylen Brown swap out.
Something like that.
So this way you can't. When Jason Tatum come down and he put his head down, you can't double him because he gonna kick it out to Klay and it's curtains.
It's night, right? You ain't lying about that.
So that's the.
What you feel about the new CBA?
I didn't get to read too much into it. I seen the biggest thing they was talking about was the marijuana thing and that play-in tournament. I mean, that end season tournament.
What do you feel about the so as you said, you read it all into it. What I want to talk about especially is the eligible for NBA All Teams and Awards.
Oh yeah, I seen that. 65 games or more.
65 games. How do you feel about that? Do you agree?
I agree 100%, 100,000%, because these are your incentives. That low management shit and all that. Nah. This is the way to your money. Play 65 games to be eligible for any of this shit. You're not getting MVP if you only played 60 games. I don't care if your team went 65 and 17. I don't care. I don't care if you average 39 points a game. If you only average 39 points a game for 64 games, you can't get MVP.
Not in there.
And now you can't get that bonus that you're looking for.
Yes.
So I agree with that 100%. I love it. Because honestly, they don't understand what they're doing. They're doing fans a disservice with the nonsense. Like we turn on certain games. Like one of my boys went to a game the other day. He's like, "Yo, I'll go see Charlotte." He went to go see Charlotte play, and he go there. He was like, "I don't want to see PJ Washington." You know what I'm saying? You got these games. Paul George ain't playing. Kawhi ain't playing. Like you pay to see these. You pay to see these players. Then you get there and you got to watch Terrence Mann or Norm Powell. Nothing against them, but that's not who you pay the ticket. That's not who you pay to see. That's why, honestly, when the games come on TV, I turn it. I see who's on it, who's playing. If the rosters don't look right, I don't care. I love basketball, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not waste my 2.5 hours. I'll watch our show. I'll go to YouTube and watch this show before I watch some of them games. I swear to God. I swear to you. I would do that first. At least I know I know what I'm looking at and I'm alive. Those games, I'm looking like, I don't want to see this shit. So I kind of like that part. I like that they took marijuana off the drug list. Like I said, I don't know how this end season tournament thing works. I got to really see how they do that, because the play-in tournament that they do at the end of the season, I kind of like that. A lot of people don't, but I kind of like that.
You like the plan?
Yeah, I kind of like that. Top 6, you automatically in. 7, 8, 9, 10. This is how y'all get those last spots, especially when you got, like, when you look at the NBA the way it is now, the way those records are, where shit, on Monday, you could be in 5th place, but by Sunday, by that following Sunday, your ass could be in 10th.
I particularly don't like the plan.
Okay. A lot of people don't. But yeah. I like it only for that aspect of those records, the records for this particular sport. The records really don't tell that story. Like, if you finish at 10th, like I said, you finished at 10th, but just last week, like, look how the Lakers was moving up and been influx in between, now playing in between 4 and 7 or 4 and 9 or whatever. It's because everybody's record is 30, 36 and 38, or you know what I mean? It's too close. So it gives a chance to not penalize that 10th place team. It gives them a chance to say, look, all right, we're gonna play this 7th seed, and we're gonna see what's up. Let's see who really belong there. We've been the number 4 or 5 seed all year long, but now, you know, we was faced with a Kawhi Leonard injury or Anthony Davis injury or something that put us here. Now we got him back. Let's see what's up. So that's why I'm not opposed to that, but I don't know, like, how this end season tournament, I don't know what the hell that's about. What are they going to do, take the All-Star game out?
I don't know, man. It's a weird, the NBA is weird, son, and I'm just like, it's getting nuts. Like, I watch some games, and I love watching the college tournament, and I don't give a fuck if I don't watch college. Oh yeah, I watch my Michigan guys. Like I said, oh my God. Speaking of that, Hunter Dickinson. Goodbye, Hunter Dickinson. He entered the transfer portal. We no longer have him as a senior. He's gone, and I don't blame him. Blame him. He's our best. He averaged 21 and 10. He's our best player, and he's entering the transfer portal to go and play another season. And you got Jet Howard going pro. Where the fuck?
And y'all don't have a great recruiting class, by the way.
So Hunter Dickinson should enter there, because he's definitely going before him. Because guess what? He could shoot the 3. He could shoot the mid-range. He shoots over 70% from the free throw line.
Wait, Hunter Dickinson entered the transfer portal?
Yes.
I thought he was going to the draft.
No.
It's time for him to go to the NBA. I don't know why he's doing the transfer portal.
Because he knows. He knows he wants to play one more year. He knows, unlike Jet Howard, who fucking sucks. We're gonna get back out of that. Before I sit here for fucking 12 minutes talking about
shit, we lost what's his name, man? God damn it. Duke, one of our players went to the NBA. He declared for the draft because he was projected high, but I don't know. We'll see.
What you feel about? I see what you posted. I seen the same post you seen, just in a different way. So I have a question about it. Embiid, say the best center ever. Best center ever. So my question is, because you know sports is No sports. We as hypotheticals all the time. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's 90% hypothetical, 10% facts. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What if Embiid was to win 2 MVPs, which he might want to win this year, 3 titles? Where would you rank him amongst the best centers against centers? If that was his credentials at the end of his career, that's what he ended with: 2 MVPs, 3 titles. Where would Embiid line up against the rest?
Well, at that juncture, I mean, in no actuality, as far as hardware trophies, only 3 centers that you could probably name ahead of him. 4. Because Russell got the 11, of course. I mean, he's always there because he got the 11. He's there because he got the 11. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Wilt because he was so dominant. Shaq because Shaq was dominant and he got his rings. Olajuwon because Olajuwon, truth be told, don't get talked about enough. But if you really had to ask me personally, skill-wise, I don't know how they don't mention him as being the best center ever. I don't know how they don't.
Was Ralph Sampson better than Olajuwon?
In college. That's it. He was good. Ralph Sampson was good. But yeah, nah. That's why you seen when they was like, all right, one of y'all gotta go. All right, Ralph, I holler. But yeah, I would put Embiid, if he had those kind of credentials, top 5, maybe 6. I can't take nothing away from him. I mean, because I definitely have him. At that point, I would definitely have him over Ewing. I'd definitely have him over Ewing at that point. And I may, if he had those rings. Ooh, David Robinson is, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, so let's line them up with the eye test skill wise. Let's line them up with the eye test skill wise. Who's he not better than?
Skill wise?
Skill wise. Who's he not better than?
Shaq and Olajuwon. And the only reason I say that is because what we see from Embiid, he shoots too many threes. I honestly think
at a 38% to 40% clip.
That's what I'm saying. He's shooting them. That wasn't but none of these other centers played like that. They shot some jump like Olajuwon, David Robinson, Ewing. They shot like that little free throw line extension jump shot. But the way Embiid, of course, he shoots it a whole lot better. Like he's a hybrid of the centers that we know, and then having like a fucking Dirk Nowitzki type jump shot.
And so does that make him more skilled or less skilled, especially in today's era? Like you're talking about a 7'3", 280-pound, 70-pound dude that moves like Olajuwon, that can shoot basically like Steph Curry. If you talk about percentage wise, he could shoot the mid range like Patrick Ewing, like Tim Duncan. I mean, pick it. David West, Zach Randolph, like where you want to find his mid range at. Where you want to, and now he could step out to the 3-point line. He got a handle. He got post game. He's been the scoring leader the past 2 seasons, and still at this point, yes, he's still the scoring leader.
Where do we? He plays defense. We can't say he don't play defense. It's him and Giannis in my eyes. Him and Giannis is the ones that should be up for defensive player of the year. The way they fucking play. I don't know, like skill. We just talking skill wise. We're not talking about any of his accomplishments.
You know why his skills get overlooked? His skills get overlooked, and this is crazy, because now when I think about it, if you just think about skills, then shit, he's number one, because he could do all of these type of things. But the reason why it hurts him is because what his biggest asset is, as far as the difference maker, because he can step out and shoot like that, is the reason why he hasn't won championships. The reason why he hasn't gotten an MVP is because if he stopped shooting so much jump shots, even though you shoot them at a great clip, you would do a whole lot more damage down there in that low block.
He'd average 40.
So that's the reason why his shit gets overlooked, because what you're doing is you're taking away from what your true dominance can be by shooting so many threes. By instead of pick and roll into the basket, you're picking and fading to the 3-point line and shooting threes. Now, I mean, it opens up the lane, but that would have opened up the lane for James Harden 3 years ago. James Harden ain't that James Harden no more, where his one-on-one skills are not what they once was for whatever reason. Like Father Time is getting James Harden a little quicker than I thought. He's not quick off that first step like he was. Like, sure, I looked in the scorebook the other day. I'm like, this man had 9 points. So what the fuck?
I've seen that for the past couple years though.
Yeah, like he's been declining. So that's hurting Philly more than it's helping him or helping Philly by him standing out there shooting jumpers. Get your ass down, get down there and get them centers in foul trouble.
Because I think like right now, like if you want to switch two people, like and we talking about for their value in the league right now. You want to switch two people? I would switch James Harden and Chris Middleton.
And who?
And Chris Middleton.
But that leaves them with
Klay Thompson.
I could see that, but the only thing is that is, as far as Philly's concerned, that leaves them with a void at point guard.
You got Tyrese Maxey. So I think James Harden is taken away from him.
Oh well, yeah, okay. So Tyrese Maxey at the point guard, Klay Thompson at the shooting guard. Now that helps. That does help, because Tyrese Maxey can still be that attack dog and play to his full potential without James Harden over there. And Embiid get down in that low block and work out. Let Klay run off some low screens on you and all that type of shit. Then they'll be fine. They'll definitely win.
Because Embiid can pass too.
Then they look better. They'll be better on the defensive end too.
Yeah, I think they can make some good moves like that. Like, I mean, you know, these hypothetically, you know what I mean. I think that's a better fit with James Harden declining, because his natural ability is him holding the ball and you know what I mean. That's how he made his name: dribbling, cutting people, getting to doing that stupid hole out, getting to the line 10 times. His the 3-point and-one has been his specialty more than anybody in the league.
Right.
Anybody saying he's done. You know, I don't like James Harden, but I give props where props is due. It is what it is. I'm a James Harden hater.
So that's you know, back to your question. That's the Embiid effect. Embiid we should be talking about him as one of the greats already. Like, I really think so. I honestly think he's better than Joker.
Yeah. I think so.
Joker's a good passer and all of that, but I don't need my center to be a great passer. I'm a good passer.
That's what my point guard's for.
Right. I'm a good passer. I don't need you to do that shit. I need to be able to drop the ball down to you and you go to work.
Why do you have a Jamal Murray if you got a Jokic? Like, what's the point? I don't need you. If my center's running point, the fuck do I need you, Jamal Murray? I could just surround
Jokic with 2 shooting guards. You ain't
And
doing
just go
shit.
through him.
I just need the ball. I just need somebody to bring the ball up.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all can spot up and y'all can shoot all day.
Right.
Like we could take that, I blame or not blame, I give credit more to Stan Van Gundy, but he did the Orlando Magic with Dwight Howard and just surrounded him with shooters.
Right.
Like that was, to me, that was the first like stretch forward type, the whole 3-point shooting deal with everybody. I think he set the precedent. If there was somebody else, like as
there
far
was
as
other teams that as far as the 4 out.
Yeah, the 4 out. Yeah.
The Pistons did it first.
You talking about with Rasheed Wallace and them?
No, with Lane Bear and them.
With Lambeer?
Yeah,
with
Vinny
Microwave Johnson and
Isaiah and Mark Aguirre, and that they used to use that lineup with Mark Aguirre at power forward, Joe Dumars, Vinny, and Isaiah and Lane Bear.
Okay.
But as far as present day Orlando, because even back then they wasn't shooting threes like that. So now with that Orlando with Rashard Lewis and Turkoglu and Q Rich and Jameer Nelson, JJ Redick, they probably was
Stojakovic.
Right, all those teams like with players like that around the perimeter,
Yeah, I like that. That was crazy, son. I was watching that shit. I was like, yo, they got mismatches all over this fucking court. Like, it was kind of genius. But like you said, going back, you can think about it, going back to the Detroit Pistons days when they was doing that shit as well. That definitely was that's a problem. That was a problem.
Yeah, so Stan Van Gundy definitely deserves credit for that shit. But Embiid, once again, he should be a whole lot better. Or not even say a whole lot better. He could have done a whole lot more damage if he just played in a low block more. Take a couple of threes, whatever, to keep the defense honest. No one is saying you can't shoot 2 and 3 of them a game. That's not bad. But that shouldn't be where your game starts off at.
Yeah.
Like when you cross half court, the play shouldn't be, Embiid come down and shoot a three or 4 times in the first half. That I don't want to see that.
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
I hate the fact that Anthony Davis be shooting them shits like that.
Like you starting, like where it used to start in out, it's now starting out in. You know what I mean? And you 7-2, 7-3. Like there's no reason for you to be out. Like,
right.
This is why honestly, like if you really want to go crazy, like this is why Russell Westbrook was able to capitalize on those triple doubles, because his centers weren't rebounding because they were pushed out.
Right.
And he was able to go get with his energy and his will to play the game, he was able to go grab most of them rebounds.
And another thing too, Embiid shoot threes, right? He shoots them well. But if he shoots a 3, 9 times out of 10, you shoot a 3, it creates a long rebound, right? Long rebounds, you are not down there, so you're not getting the rebound. You're not controlling the board. And then now the fast break on the other end, you're the center. You can't get back with them point guards who's pushing the tempo off those long rebounds. So that's why we getting these 120, 140 point games and all of that, because of these long ass threes by centers instead of being down there in a low block, going to work. If you miss, get your own rebound and you put that shit back up.
So now, like yesterday,
set their offense.
Like yesterday,
right?
This is why the college game is crazy. Like FAU had that game won, son.
Yeah, man, it was about 14 at one point.
San Diego State, their will and them offensive rebounding the way they did took FAU's heart, and like I said, I put it on the page. I was like, yo, it's like a boxer. Like when you're hitting them, just keep hitting them to the body, hitting them to the body. They eventually gonna break down. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no more energy. The stamina's gone. The legs are starting to fold. Like, that's what those offensive rebounds did to FAU. Like, my guy, I got to guard the shot clock again. You just had 30 seconds, 35 seconds. Now I got to guard another 35 seconds? Wait, now I got to guard another 35? I done guarded over almost 2 minutes. And I don't got the ball on offense. Not one time they have a point.
Right.
That wears you down. That wears you down as a squad. Like, just defending. And San Diego State, they moved the ball.
Yeah.
They moved the ball. So you was just constantly moving back and forth. Like, the fuck? That shit wore them down and made for that last second shot.
Which was a hell of a shot, too.
That definitely was.
And he damn near stepped out of bounds.
Yep. Yeah. You seen shit. That shit was crazy. I was, man.
But so that's what the madness
is about.
I was waiting for one of those. That's what the madness is about. I was waiting for one of them.
Yeah, we needed that. We needed that yesterday. Because UConn just blowing people out like it's not even funny.
Yeah, that shit, done. Yeah. Miami should have stayed home.
Yeah. Yep. And you see how they showed the reaction? Yeah, showed the reaction of Miami to the buzzer beater.
Oh yeah.
And then they come out and play like that.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Y'all was more hyped for that game than your own.
Word. They like, oh. I'll say this new gen. They celebrate second. So we're gonna get into the love-hated debate real quick. So this is simple. It's a simple one before we get into my other question. Love, hate, or date the better power forward. In your opinion, who you like? Kenyon Martin, Amar'e Stoudemire, Larry Johnson. Which one would you go with?
Oh, shit. That's not easy, bro. Because there's a difference, right? But I'll keep it a buck. So I'm going to love him. I hated this motherfucker, but Larry Johnson, man. I'm going to love Larry Johnson.
Grandmama in the building with the Converse.
Larry, people don't even understand. Larry was too strong for power forwards and too fast for small forwards. I mean, too strong for small forwards, too fast for power forwards. He could get it in the block. He could shoot the jumper. He could put the ball on the floor. And he was fucking just super strong. And he could play above the rim just like the other two. Like Amar'e, and it was hard because I wanted to love Amar'e because I've always been a fan of Amar'e Stoudemire. Always. But I never felt like looking at him like he was going to have a problem. Like, he's going to play well. He might dunk on you. But consistently with like LJ and Charlotte,
it was tough.
He was one of the best power forwards at that time. Like when he came in, Mikal was on his way out. You had Barkley, Malone. I ain't gonna say who was better, but you had Barkley, Malone, Derek Coleman. That's back. You talking about at that time, Charles Oakley? Get the fuck like. So yeah, Larry Johnson. I'm gonna date Amar'e, and I'm gonna hate Kenyon Martin. Only reason I hate Kenyon Martin is because Kenyon Martin was just like a cleanup power forward. Okay. Like you couldn't give him the ball and expect him to get you a basket. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't had no post moves. If he couldn't strong arm you, it was nothing. Like he was nasty, offensive rebounding, lobs, block shots. Kenyon Martin is the only one on that list that could guard point guards and centers. Like he can move his feet with point guards, but then strong enough to guard centers, except for Shaq, because you know who Shaq is. Centers can't guard him. So, yeah, that's the only reason why I hate him as far as that is concerned. But the numbers that he brought to the table, the other two were capable of getting. But his energy, me as a point guard, that's another thing. If I'm the point guard of that team, I like Kenyon Martin first. Because I think Kenyon Martin, all I gotta do is go, and wherever I throw it, he's gonna be there.
And I think his energy and his energy and his defense too. I think he had the better defense than all of them.
You don't gotta call no plays for Kenyon Martin.
None.
There's no plays for Kenyon Martin. Those other two, you gotta call a number.
Yeah, because those are some scoring motherfuckers though.
Yeah.
Amar'e Stoudemire was a fucking he was a different.
He don't get talked about enough.
Nope.
Like in that era of power forwards, when you had Tim, KG, Weber, Wallace, him, who else? It was a lot of power forwards at that fucking time, man. Zach Randolph, Elton Brand.
Yeah. You could keep going. Carlos Boozer, fucking.
Yeah, fucking Boozer. Even like Nene.
David West.
For a minute there, you had Antonio McDyess, like those kind of dudes.
Yo, son. I brought him up on one show. I forgot what it was. It was early in our show.
I think I remember you mentioning him. But he sometimes he used to bust Tim Duncan ass sometimes. Like Tim is Tim, he's sound. Tim will get you 24 and 14 rebounds, but Amar'e will get 38 and 12. So he don't get enough respect, man. But that's my love here today.
For sure. I mean, I kind of, I ain't gonna lie. I'd agree with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'd say depending on the situation, how I'm on the team. But I like Larry Johnson. And the only reason I like him, I love him first is the nigga with a gold tooth. Like
yeah, his chapter always just gets moved over.
And that UNLV shit, son, with him, Stacey Augman, fucking Greg Anthony.
Fuck him.
Dude, my
Fuck
God.
Them. What they did to Duke that goddamn
year. Son, the Running Rebels was Tarkanian with the fucking shit in his fucking mouth all the time. They was fucking, oh man. I used to love watching them. Much of a Michigan fan I was. I used to love watching them too, though. Just for basketball fan, you know what I mean?
That was the last time my pops teased me about sports, period. And he teased me. Yeah, the reason why he stopped, not because my teams was winning, he stopped because the pain that he saw in my face. The pain he saw in my face watching that shit was it was priceless for him. Priceless. Because here I am looking at this white boy team and shit, and then the brothers run them right out of there as the way it's supposed to be. In regards to basketball.
Yes, sir. So let's get into. I'm gonna skip over the Kevin Durant comments because I got a question I've been meaning to ask. Is Kyrie Irving a team killer? And does he need his own team? Like, is he a team killer?
Kyrie Irving is definitely a team killer. He's a great talent. We'll never take that away from him. But there's certain players that you just got to look at truth be told, with great talent, but their mentality, their aura, their character is loser. Everybody talk about the shot he made to help LeBron out, which was a great shot. He played well. He went mano a mano with Steph, but remember before LeBron got there, Kyrie wasn't even sniffing the playoffs. They drafted Andrew Wiggins with the #1 pick.
And then wait, what? I don't want to. I might be off, but wasn't that Anthony Bennett dude part
Before that, the year before that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they was drafting #1 picks while they had Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Boston with a young Jason Tatum and
Jaylen
Brown, and they were actually worse than when they had Isaiah Thomas.
And that was the Gordon Hayward joint too. They had Gordon Hayward at that time.
I think so. And they were worse than when they had Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas had them legit.
Mm-hmm.
He made them worse. Go to Brooklyn. He tear up that whole team. But now look, they got upside. They're a better looking team when he was there. Like it took Kevin Durant to leave too, but I don't see Kevin Durant as being a team killer. Mm-hmm. Kyrie though, in Dallas,
Luka said he's not happy playing no more.
Luka about to go back overseas.
Yo, Luka said, I don't even know. I'm not having fun anymore. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Who came there for this to happen?
He was happy with Dinwiddie. He was happy with Jalen Brunson. Now you got this dude, and now nobody's having fun anymore.
And the ultimate talent, like you said, one of the most skilled basketball players you ever want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, I want to actually. I probably shouldn't say it, but it is what it is. I actually had thoughts because we got to get Jim Savage on the job. Like he gonna have to get in his bag. I actually want to do a layup package, him and Mike. Him versus Mike versus like Kyrie's layup package versus Mike layup package. Nigga, the way this nigga finish around the rim, son, and his moves getting there, because Mike's is in the air, Kyrie's is on the ground.
Yeah.
And when you get this, son, I seen this nigga spun the ball.
How
you spin the ball in your hand and then switch? What the fuck is that?
Yo. Switch his hands in the air and the basket is over behind him and he spin it and the shit. Like, first off, who works on that?
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who the hell works on that shit? But that's a good comparison. And I don't even think it's just a comparison of trying to say who's better, because like you said, Mike is aerial. Like when he take off, you looking at him like, oh, he about to dunk. Oh, wait, what the fuck he just do?
Son.
So there's a difference there. But Kyrie, like you said, is his setup off the ground where he might have just dribbled through 3 players and then now he take off and you think, he just gonna finger roll it, but then he do some other shit. Or you look at it shit like he about to get that shit punched.
Mm-hmm.
And he finished the layup. So he's a great player. It's like I don't even know. I can't even see which team he could go to now. Orlando with a bunch of young players.
It would have to literally be like a young squad where
Toronto, where there's no real voice over there.
Detroit.
Like him for Van Fleet type of thing.
Yeah, you're looking at a Detroit. You're looking at just say Orlando. You're looking at one of them young, not doing nothing teams.
Go to Miami or Jimmy choke the shit out you if you start.
You
know what I mean? Go there. But I don't see another team where he can go. Kyrie gonna fuck around and be out the league.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because not only his antics that have got him traded and all of this nonsense, as just not looking like he's a real fit anywhere.
Right.
And I don't know if his talent overshadows team play.
Mm-hmm.
Now I mean, like I'm really this good. I can't. It doesn't work as a team. Like I need to be. He can't be a number 2. He can't have a number 2 with him. He has to be the Allen Iverson. He needs a Mutombo, a Lynch, a Eric Snow. People that's not even close to his level.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to take over the show. He has to be a one-man show.
So yeah, that's like 1 or 2 teams, because even Detroit, you can't really do that in Detroit because Cade Cunningham is a monster. Like they don't need to bring nothing in that's gonna stop his growth. Like they brought him in and they got the Jaden Ivey kid, who's another good point guard. So they need to build on them two and focus on maybe getting some other little veterans and maybe some other big men veterans. But yeah, Kyrie Irving, his stock has run out. But watch he be in purple and gold. Just fucking watch.
But honestly, LeBron's on his way out, so what does it matter at this point?
Yeah.
Like build around him or send him to Atlanta for Trae Young.
Yeah, let Luka and Trae Young get along. Let him go over there. But I don't see a fit for him. Like outside of like Orlando with a young team with no direction at all. Like they just keep drafting whoever's the best player on the board. That's what they draft. They don't even look at position, none of that. So they don't have no real direction. So to go to Orlando, he'll draw tickets. They ain't gonna win, and it'll be just fine.
And that'll be that. That'll be that. He'll be who he's gonna be, and they'll keep it moving. Like, and he'll make his money, and that's it. Like, it is what it is at the end of the day. And like you said, speaking of that, Kevin Durant had some comments about talking about playing for his legacy. He's not playing for a legacy anymore. He's just playing just to play. He just wants to suit up and do what he do. And so when he says that, do you think the media has killed it for the players to want to be better or just play for the money? Basically, you know what I mean? Like they're just playing just to play. Do you think the media has destroyed the game at the end of the day, destroyed the game and what players actually want to play for?
No. Let me tell you why. The media have been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The media have been around for all eras of sports, period. So, I mean, it's a little bit more in depth now because we got not only media, we got social media.
Well, that's what I wanted to go to. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We got shoot. Not only do they got the people that get paid to talk, they got us. Like we talk shit about them, but it's all barbershop talk anyway. Your number one goal, like when we play ball, we didn't even talk about the games that we played once we got home. We talked about the Lakers and the Bulls once we got home. Penny Hardaway. We didn't talk about the games we just had unless we did something so spectacular that it was like, okay, yo, that's crazy. Yo, you was busting that nigga ass, man. Why you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like it was more of that, but so they forget the like that's why I like Dame Lillard. That's why I love Dame. I love the comments he made because just get out there and play basketball, man. You're getting paid to play basketball, a game that you love. You should love what you're doing every day, no matter what nobody's saying. Nobody's saying. I like Kevin Durant saying that he's not playing for his legacy anymore because it shouldn't even be about that in the first place. Just play your game to the best of your ability. Where you wind up on the stat sheet or history is where you end up. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Kevin Durant, you're worth $500-600 million.
Probably more.
Probably more. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, wherever you finish at any point for any stat, no one can argue. I always say, as far as scorers is concerned, scoring, putting that ball in the basket, only person that was better was Mike. And I mean that shit. Not even Kobe. Because the way Kevin Durant does it, Kobe is a killer. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's better than Kobe. But I'm just talking about Kevin Durant is so efficient.
Yeah, that's where it goes. The efficiency is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where he might even be better than Mike. Because Mike could go 9 for 36.
Yep.
Like, Kevin Durant ain't going 9 for 36. If he go 9 for 36, he needs to be drug tested.
For real. Yeah, Kevin Durant, yeah, that's that dude is.
Yeah,
like when he was
so efficient.
when he was he was like 2 for 8 the other night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That seemed weird.
Right. Like, what? Kevin Durant missed 6 shots, but only hit because he only took 8. If he would have took 16 shots, I swear to God, that shit would have said 10 for 16. He wouldn't have missed another 6 shots.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. I don't even like. He shouldn't even make a comment like that. It's just like, I like the one where he said, "Yo, I'm just playing basketball." Because in his mindset, the media shit hurts him, but he's always held the same mentality. Like, yo, I just want to hoop. I don't care about all this shit. I just want to hoop. So he's never gonna be. You're not gonna be the number 1 scorer of all time. I mean, if he wouldn't have got hurt those couple of years, he may have had a chance. I actually thought he was gonna be the one to do the shit.
Well, he said he used to care about it.
Yeah.
He said he used to. He said, I don't care about legacy. I used to want to carve out a lane or space in this game for myself that people can remember. But it's become too much of a thing now. And that's where I kind of like
that's a stupid comment. But
I understand what he's saying. I understand, like, it's not a popular, a good thing to say as a player, but I understand what he means when he says that it's become too much of a thing now. Because, like you said, we have the social media. We got our ESPN First Takes. We got all these talk shows, and people are able to express their opinions openly, easily, just like we are right now, right? And you have players. You have ex-players. You have the Stephen A. Smiths, the Skip Baylesses that did their due diligence in the world of fucking whatever, I forgot what the fuck that shit is called, journalism and all of that. They've been in the locker rooms. They talk this shit. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, you're comparing. He doesn't want to be compared, and I think that's what he's saying. I don't want to be compared to Mike. I don't want to be compared to Kobe. I don't want to be compared to LeBron. I just want to be Kevin Durant. And you're trying to force me to be somebody else. I don't want to be based upon my skill level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's that's what I think. That's what I think he's trying to say. Like, I just want to be me. I don't want to be what you want me to be. And I think that's where he's like, you're spinning the narrative for me because you can. And this is not who I am. So that's where I come up with what he's trying to, say in that that little
no, that's not a. So you know what so maybe I overlooked I overlooked it because I always felt like, dude, you shouldn't have been given into that shit in the first place. I don't think you should have been given, like, when he was in Texas. He was already a top 10 player in the NBA. So I was like, yo, man, I don't even know why he even got involved in that shit in the first place, going back and forth with people on Twitter and all that type of shit. But I guess it's his growth and maturity now, understanding like your better years are honestly behind you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you washed up, but your career is more on the inside, more closer to the end than it is the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's just the maturity, and I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But I always had to take, like, you shouldn't even been paying attention to that shit from the beginning, man. Like, you could watch it and you can look and you can be pissed off, but you shouldn't have gave into that shit anyway. Just come out there and do what you love to do. Because this is all he knows. Like, Kevin Durant ain't never had no fucking job.
Nope. A lot of people haven't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Kevin Durant, like, just really literally got up, went to the Boys and Girls Club around his crib, played AAU, played high school, then went to college and went to the NBA. So this is what you do. Just do it. Fuck all that shit. You don't even need to get that. And that's always been, like, I talk to a lot of young players when I see them. I be like, yo, listen, I need you to understand one thing. Period, point blank, whatever you're trying to do with this, understand one thing. This shit is just a game. Just play the game. It's like when you play Monopoly. Just play the fucking game.
You get paid for it.
Best at it as you could, and whatever happens, happens. Don't listen to the outside noise. It doesn't matter. Just play the game the way you like to play it. Work on it. Develop it. If you become great, you become great. If you don't, then get from it what you can, and just move on.
Whether it's college, whether it's at this point in nowadays G League,
that's
whether
the conversation
it's overseas.
we were having earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That's the conversation we was having earlier, back with the NIL shit, which, like, that's why I got silent, because it turned from that to fucking Lamar Jackson. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that goes back to that. Like, they forget this shit is just a game. This shit ain't life.
Nope.
Like, stop giving into that bullshit. Just play. Your legacy is gonna be what it's gonna be anyway. It's always gonna be comparisons.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean you have to care about it. Oh, I'm gonna be better than LeBron. Nah, you ain't.
No.
But there could be things that you can do better than LeBron.
Yeah, like everybody else does.
Yeah, you just can't, right. You know what I'm saying? You just don't have to be. That's why, honestly, that's why I fucks with Steph Curry, man.
Mm-hmm.
I fucks with Steph Curry. Steph Curry don't give a fuck about none of that shit, and he never did. Whatever was said about him, it just fueled him. They was talking about he was too small to be an NBA point guard. They was talking about the injuries and all that shit. He's like, all right. I mean, even though it was easy on him because his pops got money.
Yeah, but as far as like, but he surpassed his pops and built his own legacy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
His pops don't even have to be a broadcaster no more because his son got bread.
They're gonna be like, so they're gonna say Steph Curry, and then they're gonna be like, yo, who was his dad? And people are gonna be like, huh? What do you mean his dad? Like,
he got a pops?
Yeah, you heard. Like,
his pops in the NBA for real?
Yeah, word. That's like Clay. Like, nobody knows his dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Was an NBA champion. Like, yeah, I mean,
he was a problem. Clay dad was a problem. Like,
mm-hmm.
and you take it like Larry Nance. His dad, his dad was way better than him.
Exactly.
Way better, son.
Like, they don't get it. That's like we was talking about earlier, man. That NIL shit. Like, it pisses me off. I'm not mad at the people that take the money.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. We in those times when shit. If you feel like you worth that, like, remember my man said, I feel like a blue chip athlete like myself deserves a little something extra. A nigga from Ricky Rowe. Nigga said, I feel like blue chip athlete deserves a little something extra. Mm-hmm. Yo, if you take that money, take care of your family, fine. I just don't think they should be emphasizing so much money on these colleges, on these
children,
on these amateurs.
Children.
Right. Like everybody else. You build yourself as normal people. We build ourselves up to become a professional something. To have a career at something. We go through the struggles, we go through the process, and then now you can see the light at the end of the tunnel once you get there and you get this money and you can take care of your family. That's where it's supposed to be. Not because you're in college and you was ranked the #1 player in the country and you got you got 6 million followers on Instagram and Twitter. Now we need to pay you.
Mikey Williams.
Right. We've been watching him since he's in the 4th grade. He's a household name. He's a household name. So, like, should we, like, really, does he need to be paid for that?
And here's the ill part. Like I said, I don't, what do you learn? What do you learn? And that's why I say it all goes back to the NIL and it all goes back to Lamar Jackson. Like, it all kind of ties in. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know what you're doing, like I said, like we talk about the Mike Tyson, right? He was a fighter. Don King ripped him off. Floyd Mayweather didn't get ripped off. He understood the business. He understood how to market itself. It's and people say Floyd Mayweather can't read. It don't matter.
Right? He know how to read something.
He know how to read exactly. He know numbers. Like he know the.
That nigga know how to count.
Word exactly. But if you don't make the proper decisions, LeBron James, regardless, he made Rich Paul what he is. He sent him to the Nike program. His clout got him a internship to be able to build his brand. He didn't just, he had to learn something. He just got put there due to LeBron. But he still had to learn. He had to go through the fire. You know what I'm saying? The dude who carries his bags is different. The other two cats, Rich Paul and the other dude, like the
one that do the barbershop shit with him.
Yes, you have to learn, son. Like I said, you talk about Richard Sherman. Like I said, I used Richard Sherman as an example because he broke, like you said, and Ray Allen. You said, I'm giving you my own because I understand because I went to college for 4 years. I graduated with a 3.9, 4.0.
Right.
I took business. I took I could do this after I could be somebody's agent. Lamar Jackson, we don't know what the fuck. He came out his junior year. He's never had nothing never heard nothing else. About Lamar Jackson and what he did and what he took up and what he knows. And obviously he made his mother his agent. And they're getting screwed.
Don't that sound like Roy Jones? Like even Shaquille O'Neal, as much as he talked about his mother, as much as he talked about his dad, how he loved them, he wasn't about to put them in charge of his fucking money. Like that's just plain stupid. You don't. That's like my job got a union. I know a lot. I read. I know a lot of shit. Like honestly, I don't talk about it much, but I have people that over the years who were looking to do things and business and music and shit like that. They would bring their contracts to me to read, and I would read them over. I'd be like, look, this right here, this means X, Y, Z. This ain't a good idea. You need to talk about this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You need to talk about this. This right here ain't no good.
Because you know how they say redefine print.
Right.
Contracts have to be looked over thoroughly. That's the reason why there's lawyers in this world where you can get off with technicalities of murder and all of this other shit because you don't understand the fine print.
Like if Lamar Jackson had somebody at that level needs an agent. Because honestly, like only a certain few players can represent themselves. Because they're going to do the due diligence beforehand. They're going to look at their contract. They're going to know what they need to do. They're going to look at their stats. They're going to look at everybody else's contract, the way it's broke down to see where your worth lies.
Yeah.
If he had an agent right now, he'll be getting that. He'll have that $200 million contract already.
Easily.
He would have had that.
They knew.
And
they playing the game.
Different.
At the end of the day, it's a game, right? Can I get you for less? Can you work for me for less?
Right. Well, you got a lot of people restructuring their deals now. They're saying, you know what? All right, how about we do this? maybe you can't get me that $50 million a year like I want, but we could stretch out, and maybe if I take an extra year or put another option on, or you give me another incentive, then I can get my money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where the agents come in, because they look over all of these type of things, and they know how to break that language down to these owners and to these presidents of the teams and all that shit, because they're sitting in these meetings all the time. You can't sit in these meetings all day. You gotta go fucking work out.
Mm-hmm. You gotta go throw the football. You gotta go do this. You gotta go run with team plays. You gotta look at your playbook.
You know how they look at athletes. Not to say all athletes are dumb, but for the most part, athletes' attention span doesn't run that damn far.
My attention span don't run that far.
My nigga, you know how many times I don't watch? You know how many times I don't watch this TV? Like, seriously, I know everything that's going on in this movie, and I'm on the show. And that's because my attention span is going to go.
Yeah.
Shit, I read a book and fall asleep.
For real.
And I read a lot of books.
I don't, because I can't read past the first 2 sentences.
My nigga, I read so many books, it's ridiculous. But the thing about it is, you don't know how long it take me to read the motherfuckers.
Listen, I stopped, my G. I kid you not. I got a book right here, man. I got a book right here. Look, I'll show you. I kid you not. Because I be wanting to. I got a Dean Koontz book right here that I'll be wanting to read, son. You know how far I got? So this is the beginning, right? We open it up. We get to it. It's all in shit. Chapter 1. This is how far I've got.
Nigga said the night was humid.
You know how long I had this book?
Mm.
Over 6 years.
Wow.
Dude, I keep reading the same shit over and over and over. The same fucking sentences in the first, and I'll be like this. I'll go back, I'll read, I'll be like, I'll go back and I'll read the lines again, and I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I'm done. I'm good. After the third time, I'm straight, son. I've never got that.
Nigga be like, yo, these words mean the same shit as it meant last time. Hell no, I ain't reading this shit. Like, yo, I'm telling you, like Phil Jackson's book. It's an easy read. It's a super easy read, but it took me 7 months to read it. Because I kept putting it down. But that's our attention span, right? So imagine reading a fucking contract. Like me and my mom, we was talking yesterday, and we was talking about something. She was like, but if you look at your lease, you can sue them. And I was like, I ain't read all them goddamn pages in that lease. I said, let me see how much I gotta pay and when I gotta sign another one.
Yo, I'm done.
I don't care about the rest of this. And I like to, and that's what I said. Like, I like to read over shit and understand the fine print of certain things, but that don't mean I want to all the damn time. And so Lamar Jackson, he did himself a disservice, and now he ultimately got a difficult decision to make. Do you take that franchise tag and say, yo, I'm not playing? Like what you call it did. What was his name? That wound up being on the Jets.
That wound up being on who?
On the Jets. He was the running back.
Curtis Martin?
Not Curtis Martin, after him. This was recently.
On the Jets?
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. Okay. Yep.
Like,
we opted out of his what's the name?
He's like, yo, I'm not playing. Nah, hell no, I ain't playing.
Pittsburgh, yep.
Nah, y'all not about to do that to me. Because if I get hurt, now I can't get that big contract.
But he played himself.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Like the way he did football is different, because if you sit out in football, you kind of hurting yourself.
I don't know. I get it, but then you gotta understand, like, you are your brand. If you get hurt that year, now you're not gonna get that contract.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where, honestly, too, Lamar Jackson, you should have at this point been doing other shit with your money anyway. Your endorsement should be looking crazy. As good as he is, I should not only see Patrick Mahomes on TV.
Should see Lamar Jackson.
I should see some Lamar Jackson. I don't see him on TV at all.
He's a what do you call him? I'm saying it wrong. He's a great employee. He don't give you no problems.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear about Lamar Jackson, and we're gonna say, I'm gonna use the old word. You don't hear about Lamar Jackson in the tabloids.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's a model citizen, LeBron James type as right now. He's not Deshaun Watson. He not none of them people, and that's what I think the Cleveland Cavaliers did a disservice to the NFL and all quarterbacks at this moment by signing Deshaun Watson to the deal that they did. Because
the Browns, yeah.
If you look at your skill level compared to Lamar Jackson's skill level, to Deshaun Watson's skill level, and you think you can match him or you're better, but then he comes with those issues, you're automatically thinking you deserve that bread.
Right.
But
and that's what they said when they came. That was the knock. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. That was the knock against that contract when he got it.
Mm-hmm.
Was like, do you know now what everybody gonna be asking? Like, remember we was talking a couple of weeks ago, and I said, "Oh, when Joe Burrow go to get his money, nigga, he gonna ask for $500 million."
Mm-hmm.
For $500 million off the rip. Like, I'm better than both of them.
And the ill part, like,
they've been to a Super Bowl. I need $500 million.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he is. I ain't gonna lie. I think Joe Burrow right now, like, it's Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow.
I agree. I agree totally. So
and then I ain't gonna lie. With if you want to talk about recent shit, I done throw Jalen Hurts in number 3.
He deserved that money. He deserved a huge contract.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, when everybody doubted him and was saying he was on his way out, and look, he took him right to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Just like Alabama did. Alabama sent that boy out. That's why I wanted Jalen Hurts in the draft. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted Jalen Hurts due to I seen him being slighted because Tua took over and won them that championship.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the one who got him there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn around, and then he went to Oklahoma and fucking threw for 4,500 yards. Like, dude, you've seen his growth. You said he couldn't quarterback. He was a running quarterback. They basically did him like they did Lamar Jackson. He's a running quarterback. He's not going to be nothing more.
Mm-hmm.
And he turned around. He threw for 4,500 yards in Oklahoma. Granted, that division, they don't play a lot of defense, but you've seen the way he was delivering the ball.
Right. It was the accuracy.
It was different. Exactly. And you can see that shit now in the NFL when he throwing to A.J. Brown, when he throwing to Devontae Smith. When I was watching that Super Bowl, I was like, yo. And like when I watched him against my Giants and shit like that, the fuck? I'm like, yo, this dude accuracy. And he got that weird stance with his legs open like a fucking, like he bow-legged, right? And then he coming and like he could take off. Boom. He's strong. He's big. He's 6'3", right? You know what I'm saying? 6'3", 6'4". He could take off. Bang. And then he could throw the ball accurately.
Oh, hold on. Sharina said, well, you got to read the terms and conditions. That's about that last thing. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I read. The thick, bold letters that say terms and conditions. I'm not reading 16 pages worth of them shits. But so that's the difference. Lamar Jackson should not be going through this. So now, hopefully, he'll get traded. And then when he gets traded, he can structure a contract by, because whatever team he go to, the condition going to be, if you come here, we need you to sign. So hopefully he get the contract, but he won't be able to get as much as he should have got from Baltimore, though.
Nah.
Shit, I was looking at the 49ers like Trey Lance could go. Bye.
Trey Lance, Jimmy G, and Purdy should have been traded for fucking Lamar. Like
we ain't got Jimmy G no more, but trade Purdy and trade Trey Lance right now for Lamar. We'll use what was his name? I don't even know our 4th string quarterback. He could be our backup. Come over here and learn something.
Yep.
And we'll run with that. Shit. Him handing off to McCaffrey and throwing it to Debo? Shit.
It was ugly. It could get ugly, son. And Lamar Jackson's a huge talent, and I'm not a huge Lamar Jackson fan, but I am defending him on this. He is top 10 in the league as a quarterback.
And he deserves his money.
And he deserves his money. He is the Baltimore Ravens organization. Take him off that team, they become last place.
Right.
And that behind the Pittsburgh Steelers, who I forgot who the fuck they quarterback. Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
You know what I mean? They become worse than them, and Mike Tomlin deserves his flowers, number one. But other than that,
right,
like it is what it is. They're the bottom of the barrel. You know what I mean? And that's where the Ravens are going to go. And they're not going to go in an 8-8 situation. They're going to go in a 4-13 situation.
13. Yeah, with no Lamar Jackson, they'll be drafted in the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's simple.
Yeah. So that's just that. You know what I mean? But like I said, it all goes back to it's not about knowing your worth. We know what he's worth. It's not about any of that. It's about just being able to advocate for yourself. And these kids not getting money and not knowing anything.
Right.
Because you can be, like they said, we have that thing about a lottery winners. Mm-hmm. How they don't know what they taxes. We have a whole lot of rappers and stuff. You hear it nowadays more than ever. These rappers get $1 million, but they don't know how to pay their taxes. So they end up broke. That's because you didn't get an accountant and you don't know how to manage this money. You just spent $1 million. You got $1 million, but you forgot you had to pay taxes on that $1 million for the year.
Right.
So now you owe.
Because look
now
at that.
You in the negative, and now you was only a one-hit wonder, but you got to put out 5 albums and you suck. So now you owe the company and you owe the tax man. Like, come on, dog. The reasons MC Hammer lost all his money.
And you're going back to the projects.
And now you're going back to the hood. Now you gotta sell dope again.
That's like when you put up that NIL list, the only 2 names up there that I know for a fact, it doesn't matter how it turns out, they're gonna be fine. It's Bronny James and Arch Manning.
Yep.
Only 2. They're talented as hell, but they're not gonna get screwed over because LeBron people and the Mannings people ain't gonna let that happen to their paperwork or to their money.
They already rich.
You giving these other young players this money and this pot, and so now you're giving them this money. They don't know what to do with it, and they're gonna find themselves in trouble because they're gonna be the new John Morant in the strip club, making it rain and all this. Don't know what they're doing with this money and putting themselves right out there to be killed, robbed. God forbid, I hope it don't happen. But you just put them out there in that situation. Like, what's the kid that was playing for the Knicks that got robbed?
Oh, was it back in the day?
It was like not too many years ago, maybe about 7, 8 years ago.
And he wasn't even like a superstar or nothing like that.
Hell no, they just know. Oh, he with the Knicks. Oh yeah, we about to get him.
He going in this club. Got him.
And that's what's gonna happen. These young boys gonna be growing up with this money and no real guidance over that money.
Nope. That's the problem.
It's gonna be bad. And like you said, a lot of them are gonna get robbed. They're gonna hide. They're gonna have agents. They're not gonna know how to deal with these agents. These agents gonna be robbing them blind.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to get across over all the yelling and the screaming. I apologize.
I wasn't doing that with them.
I was trying to get that across. Like I was trying to get across to the simple fact. Because they just didn't understand. I was not disputing the fact that his worth or anything else. I was disputing the fact that he didn't have an agent. That's why he's getting screwed. Because he doesn't know the ins and the outs. And that's all I wanted to say, like, as far as that was concerned.
But you know what that is. A lot of that talk comes from them guys are our buddies that's on the show. They're looking at too much of the system. Somebody trying to hold us back from the money, and they making all this money over here. Why they deserve some of it? No, they don't. Get it the same way everybody else get it. through the structure, the way it was built originally.
And like you're saying, like what we talked about, before we get out of here, a couple minutes. So I had the pleasure, and I never really, got in depth with this before. I had the pleasure of visiting a college campus yesterday, and it wasn't even a D1 or whatever campus. Dude, that shit. What the fuck are you looking for? like, yo, my G. I don't know, but I ate there yesterday. That shit was.
Nigga, when I went to college,
ate there the three fucking Nick. What
bro,
the fuck?
when I went to college,
the pool table, the big screen, the fucking microwave, refrigerator, the shower. They got fucking kitchens and laundry rooms. What else are you looking for,
bro? I went to college. I don't know what all these stories. I didn't have a lot of money either. I went to college. I was legit when I went to college 140-ish, maybe 130. When I came out, when I was done, I was 170. So I ate good.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I ate good. And it was the same. Everybody's the same. Now, I believe, though, if you're gonna do it like that, then if you're an athlete and you're making money for the school, whether you're the last player on the bench or the best player, give them a stipend. So this way they could survive through the normal days. If you can't get to the cafeteria, you want to go get you something from Taco Bell, then fine. If you want to go to the movies,
I don't know how it was back in the day. But on the board, where, like I said, it's not even a D1. Like where my fucking kid is going, my daughter's going, dude, they have your 15, 3 meals a day, 15, and then $100 you can use extra. I don't know what it was back in the day. I'm sorry, I don't know. We've heard the reports of Jalen Rose and all of them saying, "Oh, we had to fight for food and all of that." I don't know.
Nah, you know what it is? Because motherfuckers are spoiled brats, and they get in the cafeteria and say, "I don't want to eat that." Because I used to do it, but when I used to do that, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll make a phone call. I'll make a phone call. Either somebody gonna send me some money so I could go get me some food, or I'm gonna do something else. And I'm gonna get some money. It wasn't going, but that's what that be. You get 3 meals a day.
Yes. You're not
now
starving.
The rest of that is like, yo, you might not have money to buy the sneakers, but you got to think about it. When you're in college, 98% of the other people that's there with you don't have the shit either.
No,
you got that 2%. Right. You got that 2% of people, because even like one of my homies, his parents wasn't rich, but they did well for themselves. But he struggled just like me. Know what I'm saying? His parents was like, nah, you see your roommate over there? Like they loved me. The parents, they was like, yo, you brought yourself to college? Yeah, I came out here with all my shit by myself. These motherfuckers got RVs and rented trucks and all this shit. Man, I came off the Greyhound with all my shit and walked up on campus.
Everybody from all different walks of life figuring it out. Once you get in there, y'all all the same.
Right. It wasn't nobody better than the next person. So why do people need to make money off the likeness of because they make money for the school? You're making something for the school too for free.
Yo, it's the people who actually make money for the school are the people that have to pay for college.
Right.
Those are the people. The other 9,000 students that are actually paying are the people that's paying for that college. And then that's how you factor in the sports, and then you make money off of them. When the people pay to come watch you play, they're gonna, son, you could be 0-15. People gonna show up to watch their school alma mater play.
Mind you, right? When I went to college at Shaw, I had Flip Murray with me, right? I'll be honest with you. Me and my boys, we talk about this all the time. My boys I went to school with. At the time I spent this show, there was 2 point guards that I'd be like, he was better than me. Now, but they're the ones that's getting the money though. No, I mean they're the ones that's on the team, but I'm better than him, and I'm better than him. So now you got these players coming in with these NILs, millions of dollars, but you're not even paying attention to say, look, there's somebody in here that might be better than you at what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But because you're the one that has the mixtapes and the following, we got to pay you this money.
Yep.
Come on, man. That don't make no sense. Huh? Yeah, sure. I'm like, yo, that shit don't make no sense. And then what do you say as a coach? What can you say to this person who got 10 million followers and $7.5 million? Can you actually really coach him?
You can't.
Because if he motherfuckers get on that prima donna shit, especially this age, I mean this era in this generation of kids, these prima donna ass motherfuckers, they look at you like, man, I got more money than you. What you gonna tell me? I'm only here for 1 year anyway.
Yeah. It gets ugly, man. And that's what I was trying to say. And that's why, as I say, like listen to Jay Will. Like, listen to Jay Will. You listen to Jay Will every morning.
Mm-hmm.
He is the biggest, like he loves Coach K. Like a lot of people like big up their coaches, how they talk about Nick Saban and all of them. Like they praise them. They be like, yo, he was a father figure to me. What do you That's why, because they're babysitting damn near grown men. You're 17, 18 coming into college.
Mm-hmm.
I have to now take you under my wing, and I don't have to take one of you. I got to take all of you. 15
of y'all.
15, or if you were college football coach, 50.
100 and
right. And right. I have to be the mentor. I have to be everything your parents are not, because you're not with them. You're fucking, they might live in Connecticut, you in Alabama. You in New York, you in fucking Cali. Your parents can't come here every day. I'm your daddy.
Shit, y'all should be and they be like, oh, the coaches is making all this money. Yeah, because they gotta take care of the kids. They gotta make sure that they good. They gotta they protect them. Then they gotta pay for the therapy that they gotta take just to keep their minds clear.
Nigga.
And then to go home to their family and then listen to the kids they got at home and their wives and the rest of the motherfuckers. They gotta take care. They deserve to get that bread.
And not get fired because their team is trash.
Right.
So they have a job. So they have a job.
Right. Exactly. Like
just
if you're Coach K
and Jim Boeheim, ask unapologetic what it takes.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit ain't no fucking joke, man.
Nope.
These kids don't. I'm not gonna say they don't deserve. I'm not saying deserve. I'm just saying I don't think that should be. That shouldn't be it. Like I said, if you want to give them a stipend, like every month, look here, or every 2 weeks, you give them a stipend or some shit like that, where they can function with the small things like going to Walmart and having snacks in their room and being able to take a girl or motherfucking Chipotle or something like that. If they like, you got enough bread, then whatever. But y'all don't need that. They don't need fucking millions of dollars. Now, endorsements, I don't know how to really necessarily speak about that, because like I think of Zion Williamson, the way he came in, I mean, I think he probably deserves to get a little shoe deal, especially after he exploded out of a pair of Nikes.
Sebastian Telfair got a $15 million fucking Adidas deal. He's trash.
Where are they now?
Nowhere.
Where's Sebastian?
We're gonna figure that out.
That's what I'm saying. It's like shit like that, man. And then people are like, oh, but that's the reason why they take them deals. Because what if they don't make it? Then they'll be just like everybody else.
We don't even know where he at. Could be broke somewhere.
Go get a job, nigga. Go sell cars for Jamal Mashburn.
Work. Yo, but we gonna get out of here. We're gonna save this shit for next week as well. It's another 3 hours we done did. We don't even know we'll be doing this shit.
Yeah,
But
next week I'll be I'll more than likely be on, but I'll be taking it from the road. I'll
okay,
be
no
taking the call
doubt,
from the
no
road.
doubt.
I'm going to Norfolk next week.
Okay, just a traveling nigga right here. This nigga be everywhere. Hey, 3 weeks after this, well, May 8th, he's going to be in Africa. Oh.
No, actually, that week I'll be in Louisiana.
It's the traveling man right here. You gotta watch this.
I'll be out there with you on the 22nd.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bring your ass. We gonna watch this fight.
Yeah, I'll be out there with you on the 22nd. Then I got Charlotte, North Carolina, at the end of May.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, we done with that. Anyhow, man, you know what it is. We gotta talk about. We'll chat probably not today because I gotta work. But me, you, and Savage really we gotta chat this up, man. We gotta chat this up.
He's out. You already know what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out between sometime this week.
All right.
We got it.
All right, people.
All right, I'll talk to you later, my G.
One.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.